Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 1,686 head of cattle sold on Monday on an uneven market with excellent buyer attendance. Compared to last week, stocker calves sold steady to 8 higher, feeder cattle 3 to 5 higher, packer cows and bulls $1 to $3 lower, 3 to 40 pound steers 402, 435, 3 to 400 pound heifers 330, 385, 4 to 500 pound steers 350, 402, 4 to 500 pound heifers 295, 330. 5 to 600 pound steers 317, 350. 5 to 600 pound heifers 269, 295. 6 to 700 pound steers 255, 317. 6 to 700 pound heifers 232, 269. 7 to 800 pound steers 252, 255. 7 to 800 pound heifers 205, 232. Packer cows 115, 127. Canner and cutter cows 110, 113, packer bulls 130, 141, feeder bulls 120, 125. The top half of the cow calf pairs $2,000 to $2,950 per pair. Top half of the bred cows $1,900 to $2,800 per head. Only one more shopping day left at Roswell Livestock Auction before Christmas. We will sell next Monday. Miss 2 weeks for the holidays. Be back selling Monday, January the 6th. Talk to you next Monday morning. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm, and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
Attention business owners, grow your revenue and increase your profits. The Small Business Development Center will show you how. Attend this free seminar on Wednesday, December 18th. Learn marketing, management, business plan development, tax planning, and more. Even if you're thinking about starting a business, you need to register now at 624-7131 or online at nmsbdc.org. Wednesday, December 18th, 8 a.m. at ENMUR's ITC building. Presented by the Roswell Hispano Chamber and paid for in part by the City of Roswell Lodgers Tax.
Eat, shop, stay, and play in Hobbs during the 65th Annual Hobbs Holiday Basketball Tournament. Thursday, December 26th through Saturday, the 28th. Help welcome teams from all over New Mexico and Texas to the Ralph Tasker Arena at Hobbs High. Purchase advance tickets online at hobbsschools.net/athletics/tickets. The Hobbs Holiday Tournament is sponsored by the Hobbs Chamber of Commerce and Hobbs Municipal Schools and paid for by Hobbs Lodgers Tax.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We gotta get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Southeast New Mexico weather. The forecast over the southeast plains of New Mexico on this Tuesday with a strong cold front. The wind is diminishing though. About 47 degrees in Roswell, 48 in Carlsbad, Artesia, and 46 degrees in Lovington. The temperatures will drop overnight tonight in the mid-20s. With a high temperature tomorrow in Lovington at 55 degrees and Carlsbad at 58 degrees. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
You guys ready?
Be in
in the Breakfast Club, broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105. Powered by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer.
And I want to make sure I get the quote exactly right.
You seem particularly triggered right now.
Good morning.
Good morning. I believe we're back.
Do you know what day it is?
It's Tuesday.
That means Wednesday's coming.
Tuesdays are my favorite days.
I hate this show. It's not exactly the breakfast of champions.
It's hurtful and untrue.
Don't be so grouchy.
It's too early.
I need some coffee.
Must be time to start a new day.
It's showtime, baby.
And good morning to you. We'll see how this goes. For whatever reason, I was ready. Everything was good. Blake had me on camera, and then all of a sudden my internet went no bueno.
Correct.
So I am on my phone, on my iPod, AirPods, whatever the hell they're called, and hoping that I will get a brand new internet connection shortly. I am doing my best. Tom A was here. He'd have this damn thing fixed.
Oh, it would have never happened if Tommy was there.
Well, actually, I got here an hour earlier than I usually do.
He did.
Yeah, because you're a dumbass that comes in and goes, wait, it's only 5?
I was here just in case you needed me, brother.
Oh, I'm sure that's what it was.
Yes.
I'm sure.
And
by the time you got there, I already had everything. I was ready to go. But no bueno. It says I'm connected on my laptop. I will try and try again. It just doesn't seem to. I think I lost internet, and when I restarted everything, it said it lost a file. So I don't know. We'll try to wing it this morning.
And if you have the cut numbers written down, just let me know. I got them pulled up. So
yeah, I can wing that too. Dewey Decimal System Day going on today. Human Rights Day, National Lager Day, Nobel Peace Prize Day, or Nobel Prize Day going on today. I don't know if you guys saw this, but President Biden addressed the nation about the events in Syria. And I don't want to say that Joe's in bad shape, but it's the first time he did a presidential address from inside a coffin. It was not good.
Yeah. He kind of took credit for it, didn't he? He kind of took credit.
He did. He actually said that because of him.
Yeah.
And I don't think it has anything to do with that. Mysterious drones continue to fly. They're being reported in New Jersey. The governor there is like calling Joe Biden going, what the heck is going on? In fact, one of the ladies that works on Fox, her kids went out while she's at the Patriot Awards and filmed the drones.
Wow.
So they don't know where the drones are coming, but these are the huge drones. These aren't the small, drones. These are huge drones, like military drones.
The size of a car.
Wow.
Dang, something's up.
I'm starting to think that they're probably coming from, I don't know, could it be China?
Could be.
The Webster Dictionary Word of the Year. Tom, you have any idea what it is this year?
I'm going to say oak tree.
No.
Oak tree.
No.
That would be
Monica?
2 words to begin with.
Monica?
I'm going to say one of the words that the kids use, Riz.
Nope.
Riz.
All right.
No, it's polarization.
Polarization.
That's in the neighborhood.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oak
Yeah,
tree
you're right
is
there.
not
Oak tree.
in that neighborhood.
Yeah, you're right there. Pope Francis, who turns 88 last month, has was seen over the weekend with some pretty. He got some bruises on his face.
Uh-oh.
No explanation has been given.
That dude's sick, man.
As of yet. And we talked about this yesterday. Juan Soto signed a contract with the New York Mets worth $765 million. Tom gave us the details yesterday how it will not all be paid out at once, but over the next 15 years. That's usually what that means when it says
over the next 15 years.
It's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it says, $765 million over the next 15 years. That's usually what it means. It'll be paid out over 15
and it's
years.
all guaranteed. So if he gets injured one season and is out for the whole season, he still gets paid.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That sounds like a deal.
Yeah.
Take it.
But it's not all up front, Tom.
No. It sounds like a deal that you've been having. Doesn't matter if you produce or not, you
get paid.
Still get paid.
Hey, if you can get it, you can get it.
That's what I'm saying, if you can get it. Yesterday, we talked about birthright citizenship. I'm going to give you an example today of why it's not a great idea. I'll get to that in just a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd, and Roswell, homegrown and proud of it. Farm and Ranch Supplies, Western Wear, they've got all your gear. They are your certified Purina dealer. They also have trailers, tanks, looking for tack. They've got everything you're looking for, including a full-service hardware store inside their location. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, online at roswelllivestock.com. Homegrown and proud of, and don't forget, you can also find them in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. If you guys could check the weather, Tom or Monica, one of you guys, when I go to you for the weather, since I
got it right now.
None of my computers are coming up this morning.
Today,
none of them.
Today in the Hobbs Lovington area, we're only going to get up to about 46. We're going to dip down to around 25 tonight. Tomorrow, we're back in the 50s, mid 50s, 56 or so. On Friday, looks nice, back into the 60s on Friday and Saturday, and it's pretty clear all week, a little partly cloudy.
Yo weather.
What?
Did you get it? Yo weather.
Yo weather.
What the hell are you talking about? Are you doing drugs this morning?
He's trying to be urban.
Yes.
Yo weather.
Yo weather.
Yes.
That is like back in maybe in the 90s that would have worked, but you're about as hip as hip can be.
Well, maybe I'm a little behind, but hey, I catch up sooner or later.
Yeah, so we had a few flakes this morning around the area.
Some sleet coming down, and it's still coming down now. So just drive wise.
Sprinkles, flurries, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're hovering right around the freezing mark right now, so you're going to get that weird mix that you get when you get there. But we are warming back up, and we only have, it looks like tonight and tomorrow night are the nights that'll freeze. But then it'll be mostly sunny, and we'll only get in the low 30s the next few nights. So 60s and 30s.
All right.
That's about right.
Yeah, awesome. Tom, I'm going to get into the story about birthright citizenship, and your friend Joe McLaughlin wrote the story that I'm going to reference. So, yeah, I will get to that coming up in a second. Tweet of the day this morning. Cut number one being brought to you by Platinum Auto Services in Carlsbad, professional mechanics that you can trust. Oil changes, they can do tires and accessories. They can lift your automobile up, and they can also do diagnostic work. All their folks are ASE certified technicians. They would love to chat with you. 575-689-6900 or 606 South Canal in Carlsbad. Give them a buzz today and let them get your car back on the road later on. All right, pronouns have been a thing that we've heard about for the last couple years. Pronouns. Well, the Republicans have flipped it. This guy is going to be the speaker, and the Senate. What is that called when you're running this with
majority leader?
Majority leader. So listen to what he had to say. The new majority leader coming in.
Hi, I'm Steve Daines. My pronouns are Republican majority. I have a simple message for Chuck Schumer and for Bob Casey. It's over.
Wow.
That's it.
It's really good.
Over. So the pronouns are there. It's over. Awesome that it's over for Chuck Schumer. That's pretty cool.
Maybe he can go back to Epstein Island.
Chuck
Maybe.
Schumer. Yeah, that would be a good place for him. That would be a great place for him. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store. They've got everything that you need right now. 12 days of Christmas. All eyewear is 15% off at Rig Outfitters. Of course, they have everything if you're going to work in the patch. Yeah, FR jeans, coveralls. They've got gloves and shirts and $99 boot section. Visit that and get all your safety gear while you're in there. Are steel toe boots, and they always have furniture, appliances, electronics with 0 down financing. Follow them at rigoutfitters.com. And Scrub Outfitters right next door with the largest selection of scrubs, including Healing Hands, Medcatures, and Peaches. Follow them on Facebook, and right now you can save additional 10% off BOGO. Additional 10% off BOGO. Check it out at Rig Outfitters and the Home Store. Tom on the text, if you would.
All right. This text says, boy, the show sounds kind of weird this morning. Oh, that's because B's in the Philippines having trouble.
Well, it's not because he's in the Philippines. It's because of the way we're having to route his audio. It's only through his cell phone, so he doesn't get to use his regular mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I am I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I also have hearing issues, so I am trying. As I'm doing the show, I'm trying to see if I can. I don't know what happened, and I think it's a service issue. That's the only thing that makes any sense to me.
Well, just
but
pound it.
I'm going to keep trying. All right, birthright citizenship, Tom.
You know where I stand on
Federal agents arrested Chinese nationals on December 9th, suspected of flying drones over the Vandenberg Space Force, the base in California, and taking pictures of our Space Force pads and rockets. They arrested this guy. They arrested multiple people, but one of them is a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
Wow.
He's a U.S. citizen. Evidently, his family came here years ago, dropped the baby, that would be him, and then sent him back as a sleeper cell. This is the problem. And I'm sure the Muslims have done the same thing. Probably not a great idea.
See, that's the exception. That's not.
You're very quiet over there, Tom. You're very quiet.
That's not happening to every immigrant that's.
Nobody said it was everyone.
Well, I never said it did, but
he's putting it under an umbrella for everybody. Come on, be fair a little bit.
One is too many.
Be fair a little bit.
Come on, you got to be a little bit fair. Come on now.
One is too many.
How about all the crap that goes on in this country? The guy who blew up Oklahoma City.
Apples and oranges, Tom. Apples and oranges.
Wow.
He was an American.
We don't have enough terrorists. We need to bring in more terrorists. Is that what you're saying?
He was an American
I mean, you've said a lot of dumb things in your career. That, my friend, could be the dumbest yet.
Is it not true? American blew up Oklahoma City?
So let's bring in some more. What about robbers and rapists? Let's have a rapist that goes and rapes your daughter, and that would be okay, right?
See, there's rapes in this state alone every day, and in this region.
So let's bring in some more. Let's bring in some more
by Americans. We're doing this.
So let's bring in some more.
We're doing this to our own people.
Let's bring in some more. There you go. Let's bring in some more.
Let's deal with the ones here.
How about let's deal with the ones here and not bring any additional terrorists into the country?
Well, I agree with you.
How about that?
Whoa. Did you say you agree?
No, you don't.
Not to bring any more people in here. Yeah, I agree with that.
To not bring any more people. That means the anchor babies.
Wow.
No more anchor babies. And you agree with that?
Well, not every anchor baby.
Oh, not.
Gonna be a cell baby.
No. Oh, Tom.
See, had you there for a second, but you just couldn't go full circle. Looks like Democrats are reaping in billions, even with their green agenda, trying to sink the state's fortune Did you see the story on Pinyon Post, Blake,
I did.
about the revenue?
I did.
So crazy amount of money that we're bringing in from oil and gas revenue, and that billions of dollars.
We have
and
a multi-billion-dollar permanent fund, and interest on the treasury accounts, just interest on the treasury accounts, $2.1 billion.
Yep.
Wow.
And they expect, like in 2026, that economists are predicting New Mexico will see a record-setting $13.6 billion in general fund revenue for the fiscal year running from July 25 through June of 2026, reflecting a 2.6% increase from the prior year. And the money this state is bringing in from oil and gas, if they kill oil and gas, how do we stay afloat?
We don't.
No, that is you're 100% correct. All right, looks like Louis Mangione is the guy that killed the United Healthcare CEO. He has been charged with murder. There's all kind of ridiculous information coming out about this guy. This guy lived on a commune and said that he was unable to have relations because he had back issues. And I'm just going to say, I guess if you got like that, he's got herniated discs, so he wasn't able to have relations with a woman or a guy or whatever. So a lot of information's coming out, including the manifesto that this guy wrote. But they caught him at McDonald's.
Right.
He was against carpet. I mean, he's against carpet green, but he's at McDonald's.
Had to eat.
Does that make any sense?
No.
Well, he's a flip-flopper like Tom.
It could be.
Well, whoever turned him in.
Daniel Penny.
Yeah.
It was a McDonald's worker that turned him in, just like turned you in for driving through naked.
Right. So that person got $50,000.
I wasn't naked. I had clothes on.
Right? That person got $50,000.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
They get to take an extra
look,
day off.
this guy hasn't worked and had $10,000 in his bank account. I think that's the figure.
Yep.
I think that's the figure. $10,000 in his bank account. Where do you get that money? And foreign currency.
That is the question.
That is the question. Daniel Penny walks.
Yes.
Yep.
Great news that happened as we were leaving the show yesterday. AOC had this to say about the subways would be so much safer with Daniel Penny locked up. Blake?
That tells us everything. If we do not want violence on our subways, and the point of our justice system is a level of accountability to prevent a person who does not have remorse about taking another person's life. I mean, even people who have engaged in manslaughter or have taken a life accidentally express remorse. And so the fact that a person may express no remorse indicates that there's a risk that it may happen again.
So the world would be much safer without Daniel Penny. I mean,
I don't think she understands because he said he was sorry that the guy died.
Right.
And she's saying he hasn't.
Yeah. Black Lives Matters started protesting as soon as the verdict came out. And look, why is it everything has to be about race?
Right.
Everything
turned everything
has to be about race. Here's the BLM leader. I thought they were gone. I thought they took all the corporate money, spent it, and were gone.
Yeah, they need more.
Nope. Yeah, BLM. Here's what the protesters had to say yesterday.
We need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do the same? when they attempt to oppress us.
Right.
I'm tired.
Tired.
He's tired.
He is.
He's tired. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm tired of people acting a fool and getting away with it. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of people that continuously break the law. This guy said that he was going to kill somebody. He said he was going to kill somebody. There were men and women that were fearing for their life, and it takes the Marine to step up and detain him.
Right.
Did he mean to kill him? No.
No.
By the way, there was also a man of color that participated in that was not charged, did not fit the agenda. Nuts. Blake, do you see me on camera?
Do you see him?
I can see your computer screen, like the bottom of it,
Let me look.
like your monitor.
We got some. You can see my. No, that's probably probably old.
It's a frozen photo of you. That's what we see right now.
That's
Skype,
what I thought.
On the
Since
Skype call, I'm not looking at the frozen
Yeah.
video.
Since I don't have internet. Pete Hegseth revealed that he had a meeting yesterday, and it looks like he's moving forward, and which I'm really, really happy for, because I think we need more guys like him.
Yep.
We'll hear from him coming up in just a second. Kamala Harris did the swearing in yesterday. Blake, you were keeping up with that? Was it 3 or 4 that she swore in yesterday, Democrats?
4.
Ahead of everything.
It was 4.
4. It was 4. Here's Kamala, Kamala Harris sighting yesterday. Here's Kamala Harris swearing in men. Cut number 4.
Okay.
No, it's 3.
Please raise your right hand. Do you each solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which...
So there's 3 of them.
I hope that they I hope that they take that serious. I really do.
They had these weird smirks on their faces as I was watching the video.
They were getting away with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were getting away with
it
something.
It wasn't like a happy smile, like, yes, I'm glad that I'm, representing. It was
something.
Yeah, it was a smirk. All 3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Looks like Joe Biden yesterday seemed to forget the journalist that is a hostage, Austin Tice. Here's what Joe Biden had to say. That should be cut number 5.
What does the U.S. know about where Austin Tice might be and if he's safe?
We believe he's alive. We think we can get him back, but we have no direct evidence of that yet. And Saad should be held accountable.
Have you directed an operation to go get him, Mr.
President,
President?
is this Saad General today?
Get who?
Austin Tice.
We won't want to get him out.
Yes, sir.
We have to identify where he is. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. It's like he forgot where he was for a second, forgot the guy's name.
Yep.
Pretty sad. All right, price of oil coming up. We're going to get to that in just a second. We'll do the tweet of the thought for the day on the way. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Twin Wells Fuel Station. If you're driving on 128 between Jowell and Carlsbad, exit Buck Jackson Road, go down 2.75 miles. Fill her up today at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. They're open to the public. They have diesel. They have red diesel, green diesel, DEF value. A Twin Wells Fuel Station. Fill her up and be safe on the road today. You know, it's crazy. I have Starlink, but I took the dish down because I'm moving it.
Not your day.
And then, all of that, my water pump went out today, so I had to stop that and go fix the water pump, which I succeeded in doing, Tom. You know why? Because I'm a man. Got 2 hands.
Well, God bless
That's
you.
why. God God bless me.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
God bless you,
So
Mr. Man.
So now I got to get the Starlink back up, so I got to back up to the backup. All right, thought for the day this morning being brought to you by Wakefield Oil. They've got close to 40 years of experience delivering oil and gas on road and off road. 575-622-4160. They will deliver wherever you are, on road, off road. They've got you covered there, and they'll deliver diesel, DEF value, interstate battery. Go to the website, wakefieldoil.com, for more information. Thought for the day is spider webs are recycled bugs. It's my thought for the day. Tom on the text.
All right. For the murder of the CEO, it did not look like he had back pain, says this one text. Because I know what back pain is about, he says.
Me too.
And he was moving just fine. Also, you're not supposed to have a relationship, have relations man on man. They need to dig deeper, says the text this morning.
And Coulter says the whole thing is a total setup by Pelosi and the Democrats, which I feel.
Well, and if you give me a second, I am going to play a cut from the United Healthcare CEO, where he mentions working with Nancy Pelosi. I'll get to that in just a second. Couple more texts.
Another text says, if you want to find out, follow the money, says the texter.
And Wedo says, honestly, that guy doesn't even look like the same guy they showed as the shooter in New York.
Yeah, he does.
I agree with Blake. It does look like him because the smile tells everything. Going all the way back to the New Mexico and the oil and gas revenue. If they get rid of oil and gas revenues, they will get the money from wind, solar, and the movie industry. And I'm so full of crap, says Smokey in Arizona.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to
Those
happen.
are good additional revenue streams, but they're nowhere near close to replacing the oil and gas industry.
MLG is also finding the heck out of all the oil companies every day, including the refinery in Artesia.
Wow. And Bosque County says picking on Tom is like a hate crime, says Bosque County this morning.
And Tom runs the show anyways. Just take the day off, B, says another texter.
Connected.
So what you're saying is we can all go home and Tom will do the show?
I've done this show before.
I'm sure that's going to work out really well. And I'm sure he's prepared to do it today.
Jeff from the Patch
No
said,
doubt.
good morning, sirs and ma'am. Why does Kevin sound like he's talking out of an empty beer can? LOL.
Well, because Kevin is struggling over here to get everything. And what I'm thinking about doing is hotspotting onto my computer. And that way I can get everything hooked up in my, I'm not as quick as I used to be.
I'm not as young as I want.
I'm not as good as I used to be, but I think that's what I'm going to do.
Hey, I
But
think
you're as good
I don't
once
even know
as
if
you ever were?
Yeah, I'm not as good as I used to be, but
well,
I am as good as I once was.
But you're good once, right? This is the one.
Yeah, at least once. At least once. Yes. At least once. All right. I am going to try, Blake, to call you and do it this way, and that will remedy that situation.
You're
I
going to
gotta
try and
think
get me on Skype? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do, is get you on Skype. So I don't know if it's going to let me call you while I'm already on,
right?
But we're going to try it.
So we might hear a little ding, ding, ding.
We'll see.
All right. Let's see. How about now? Kevin?
You going?
Well, no, he's there probably. Maybe. I don't know. It says I hit the answer and it says that we're on. This is the thing about live radio.
Right. You never know where it could happen.
We do not know. Now,
Hey, so we're waiting on him.
Go ahead and read some text.
Some other
Go.
texter says, "Hey, you know what? It's snowing down here in Artesia. Some flurries down there."
Ooh, nice. Enjoy that.
Whoa.
Another texter says, "Let Tom and Russ do the show so we can have Morky and Porky."
No,
says the texter.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Thank you very much.
God bless. Sometimes it takes me a second to figure things out. And then all of a sudden the genius side of my brain kicks in. Tom, you would understand that, right?
Sure.
There you go.
There you
Probably
go.
took a
So
couple
we're good to
buttons.
go. All right, let's check the price
Better.
holes. Maybe brought to you by Spinnaker Cementing Solutions.
Where did you go? You were here, and now you're gone. Yeah. And that little ding ding is Skype. There, you're back. I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Now
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
I'm going to end the call on my phone.
It could have been a.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you are here, and we got
All
you
right,
a
good,
lot
good.
better
All right.
audio. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. All right. Price all this morning being brought to you by Spinnaker Cementing Solutions, a division of CUD Energy Services. Right now, they just want to remind you that if you need somebody that knows, everything about cementing solutions in the patch, they've got you covered with 200 experienced cementing professionals. You can find them in New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. I'll also find them in Hobbs America, right there on Magnum Industrial Road, or at SpinnakerOil.com. Price oil, Tom.
West Texas Intermediate, $68.12, $71.87 for Brent crude, and the price of natural gas is $3.89. B.
Thank you, Tom, so much. God bless you this morning. You're on top of things.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get to things that happened on this date in history later on in the show. Taking out the trash and more. 2 people found dead inside a burned building in El Paso. Police are trying to put together the pieces. They have no idea who these individuals are. And a woman arrested for stabbing her spouse multiple times with a butcher knife in Midland.
My goodness.
Looks like Letitia Robinson was arrested and on assault charges. Spouse doesn't want to press charges. I'm just going to tell you, if you stab me, I'm pressing damn charges.
Yeah.
You can count on that. I'm pressing charges. I mean, we hear it all the time with
a lot of people who live their life that way, with the domestics, they
Violence.
choose, violence. They choose not to press charges because they want to get the payback themselves. So a lot of time
they want to get back together. By the way, she didn't stab him with like a pocket knife. She stabbed him with a butcher knife. It stabbed him in the left leg and the hip and in the back. Stabbed him multiple times. And in most states, it doesn't matter if you don't want to press charges. The charges, if the cops are called, they're going to make the arrest.
Right.
So it really doesn't matter if you want to press charges or not. Bless your heart. Get out there and get stabbed again, I guess. What the hell is the matter with people?
Right.
I'm just saying, if you stab me, I am going to press charges.
All day long.
Crazy. All right. Let's get an update on the from CNN on the assassin. They said he peed his pants when he was arrested.
Probably.
He peed his. He had such disdain for corporate greed. And living in a commune. Tom, you ever lived in a commune?
I lived in labor camps, yes.
No, that's not a commune.
It's a community.
When did you live in a labor camp? You lived in a man camp? They would have beat you with a bag of rocks.
We lived in labor camps. That's just the way it was back then.
That's not a commune.
It's a community.
That is not a commune.
Well, it's a community.
Commune's a little different. Everybody's singing Kumbaya and
apples and oranges, Tom.
Yeah.
You ever been in labor camp?
Cut number 6. Number 6, Blake, the Assassins update.
Here we go.
Noted that they found him with $8,000 in U.S. cash, $2,000 in foreign currency, his passport, and also a Faraday bag, which is basically a bag designed to stop transmission of cell service or other sort of things like that. At the end of his speech, the prosecutor's speech, Luigi Mangione said, I actually want to address 2 of the things that you said. He said, I don't know where that money came from. I'm not sure if it was planted. And then he also said that that bag was waterproof. And the term that the prosecutors used when discussing the Faraday bag, the ghost guns, the 3D printed silencer, was the prosecutors used a phrase saying this is criminal sophistication. Luigi Mangione said, I don't know about any of this criminal sophistication when addressing that. But it's just interesting, Aaron, that of all of the things that were mentioned in that court appearance, the 2 that he noted or took issue with was the currency and then that bag.
Huh.
Wow.
Well, and a
Faraday bag.
A Faraday bag is not just designed to keep transmissions from coming in. It's designed to protect electronics against an EMP.
I have to go look this up. This is the first time I've ever heard of such bag.
Oh, they have them all over. You can do Faraday cages, bags.
CIA type of books and stuff. Oh, let me give a shout out. I watched Joe Rogan this morning, and it was 3 hours long the entire time I was at the gym and a little bit more. And it was John McAfee, who they called the Sheriff of Baghdad.
Okay.
He's the badass door kicker. And so he was on talking about some of the things that he's seen in the military and talking about the Middle East and talking about, did you know, like, and I had heard this before, like in Iraq and Afghanistan, that men have little boys that they dress up as little girls for the purpose of doing very, very cruel and unusual things to them.
Which men are these?
Afghanistan, Iraqi. Yeah. Yeah, they're married. They've got multiple wives, but that's not enough. They also have homosexual tendencies where they find a cute little boy and then turn him into a cute little girl. Wow. Can you imagine how devastating that is for I mean, most of the kids don't live to grow, I'm sure, to grow up, but for the rest of your life, you're carrying that with you.
You know, that's
awful.
Plain and simple evil, demonic.
Yeah. And that's what he said. It's just evil. He said we would go into these buildings and your hair would just stand up on the back of your neck. And so go check it out if you're into that type of stuff. You know, our military has done things that we can't even dream of. And this guy has given us a little glimpse inside some of this. And they used to call him the Sheriff of Baghdad. So look him up. Looks like a man attempted to kill a Silver City police officer in 2021. Learned his prison sentence yesterday. Las Cruces, it looks like the man, Stephen Lamore, fired at an officer. And it looks like, make that Ruben Della O of Las Cruces fired at officer multiple times. And he is going to be behind bars for 39 years.
Right on.
Judge handed down yesterday, 39 years. Five counts of attempted murder and aggravated fleeing. So he's going away for a long, long time. Our number 877-396-W105 text line is open. Love to hear from you this morning. I'm still trying to get things working in the studio. So, but better now, much better. Tom?
And good morning, everybody. Tom has a faraway bag. You can see it from far away. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, it's
Uncle Mike.
Okay, Uncle Mike with that one.
David and Artesia said they also hump goats. Isn't that like bestiality?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Gosh, that is just sick.
Oh, what? A couple more, Tom.
All right. You know, I can't believe this Luigi guy is the shooter. How could you plan a perfect hit and then get caught with everything to prove without a reasonable doubt that you're the shooter while eating at McDonald's?
And if you hate capital greed so much, corporate greed, you're eating at McDonald's?
Yeah.
But isn't McDonald's the poster child for corporate greed?
Yes.
I'm just trying to point out the obvious here. Kind of crazy.
But that is the world we live in. A lot of these kids, they will make, and I say kids very loosely, will say things like that. I don't believe in corporate greed. And then they go out and they go to Walmart and they go to McDonald's and they go to all those places.
Right. Not really knowing
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I like that you
let me
pointed
ask
out
you
that he's
this
a
much.
kid. Because mentally,
is Apple the poster child for corporate greed?
Sure. Them and Walmart both. And McDonald's.
Yes. Yeah. So I love these people that are against the oil and gas industry also, and they're filming with their phone.
Right.
Hey, you know that's made out of oil and gas, right? No, it's not. It's got plastic, right?
It's kind of like when people buy their electric car and they say, oh, it has no carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what it took to make that car?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. All right, couple more texts, if you would.
Original Tom A. Hater says, Tom A's pronouns are you flip-flopping dummy, says this one guy. And Tom A. square peg and a round hole. I guess that's coming from the earlier statement that I made.
Mark from Roswell
Well, I
says,
mean,
good morning, friends.
yeah.
It's trying to snow here in Roswell. And John from Seminole says, mentioning the military, I watched a good movie over the weekend called The Covenant. If y'all haven't seen it, you
I want to
should
see
check
that
it
movie.
out.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's about a
I
pope.
did catch up with Landman over the weekend.
Did you? Anything good?
Yeah.
Now, Billy Bob also is in Goliath, which I began to see.
Yeah. Which is another good show. Billy Bob Thornton is personally is a weirdo.
Yep.
The whole idea that he wears women's jeans is to me, I just find that, kind of funny.
Someone is saying Pelosi paid this guy for a job. The CEO
All right.
was about to testify against her.
Wow.
All right, you ready for the cut?
Yep.
Yep.
Cut number
6A.
6A. Here's the United Healthcare CEO. He mentions working with Nancy Pelosi. Go ahead. That's good.
All right, let me start it over.
You're good.
1/10, you're in great shape. And we had terrific connections. So we've had people like Nancy Pelosi, TJ Glother, the former Deputy Secretary of the DOE, working for us in terms of figuring out how to get a grant. We put together a very sophisticated, at least for a startup of our size, grant application.
So working with Nancy Pelosi.
He said working for him. Nancy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe there could be more to this story.
Oh, I'm sure.
You think?
Could be more to
Dig
it.
deeper. I bet it is.
I'm sure. I like what one texter said. Follow the money.
Yep.
Yep. Representative Stansbury. What is the biggest thing that's going on in America today? Is it climate change?
No.
Are you sold on climate change? Tom, you believe in climate change?
No, we can.
Monica, you believe in climate change?
Absolutely not.
I do believe in
Yes.
climate change.
Yes.
That
But
the
it's
climate is
cyclical.
going to change.
Right.
Yeah. And it's cyclical.
But not because
It
of
is.
anything else.
Correct. It's like the
For-
seasons change.
The
The weather
hubris,
changes.
the hubris
We
of
will-
the humans saying that we can control it.
No, we have times that things get real cold and then
Right.
get real hot, and it reminds me a lot of a menopausal woman. But so Representative Stansbury, I'm not down with the climate change. I'm not. Cut number 7. If you would.
Did you do that just because menopausal woman? Really?
No, I'm just throwing that out
There
there.
you go.
I rise today to oppose H.R. 8771, which is the GOP's State Foreign Operations Bill, which is supposed to fund our international programs, but in this case is defunding critical programs across the U.S. government. This bill will not only make the United States less safe, it will make the world less safe. It defunds critical programs for international security and stability and includes poison pills that would undermine American leadership on climate action. It guts climate programs, undermines international commitments to our climate accords. It seeks to undermine U.S. leadership in tackling the climate crisis abroad and right here at home.
I'm, without that, you know what they're really scared about? We're going to say no to the Paris Accord. We're going to pull out. And you can count on that Donald Trump He did it the first time.
Yep.
He's probably going to do it another time.
Well, they're worried about their slush funds as well.
Sure.
You know, all that extra
no doubt.
money.
Yep. Looks like we could be putting protection on the Canada Lynxes, Fish and Wildlife, saying that they have a plan. So why don't we just put all animals on the endangered species list? All of them. You know what eventually is going to be on the endangered species list?
Humans.
No,
Human.
They'll never put us on there.
Hardworking Americans will be on the endangered species list.
True.
I think we.
I know the feeling.
And I just got to ask this. How is New Mexico being considered to be designated protected space for the Canadian lynx?
I don't know.
They go in Canada and Alaska. I mean, that's where they are. And I'm sure they dip down into some parts of the U.S.
It was like, do we even have those here?
No.
Huh. Nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Are they bringing them in?
I don't know.
I mean, they say that the historic territory goes all the way down through Colorado into northern New Mexico, but that's historic. They haven't been seen there in more than 100 years.
Well, we need to protect them.
I mean, they're great looking cats. They're very, very cool.
They are. And they're much smaller, right? They're not like, they're not. They're bigger. They're not really that big.
They're big. They're bigger than a bobcat, but smaller. But smaller than a cougar.
Wow. Tom, can you get on the phone with Tim Jennings and get the whole bobcat links? See if
cougar.
Can you get him on the phone? Brand new sponsor of the show. It's Wood Swan. You can find them right there on Highway 70 in Glencoe. And Wood Swan, go to the website woodswan.com or give them a call 575-430-2325. Maybe you're redoing your entire home and you're looking for some different pieces. Well, these guys have a 30,000 square foot manufacturing plant, and you can also check out the showroom. It's pieces that are very, very different. They use wood and they use metal to put together like tables and furniture, coffee tables and end tables and nightstands, but they can also take a big slab of wood and produce a dining room table for you with custom legs and that type of stuff. And you really got to go online and check them out. So maybe you're looking for a brand new dining room table, or maybe you're putting together your office and you need a conference room table. This is the place to go. Go to the website and check out the work, woodswan.com, or stop by and see them in Glencoe right there on Highway 70. Looks like NBC calling out for misconduct again, editing Donald Trump's statement and the way the question was asked about the 14th Amendment.
Right.
So Mike Lee, of course, a Republican senator from Utah, says that he wants some answers from NBC. Wasn't it NBC also, or was that
No,
CBS?
that was CBS.
That was
60
CBS.
Minutes,
Okay, yeah. That
Edited.
went ahead and edited Kamala before the election. 5 minutes away from 7, 5 away from 7, a drug dealer wrongfully jailed for killing a man returns to the pokey after a new murder confession. This guy can't catch a break. Thursday, in the city of brotherly love, 50-year-old Sean Thomas pled guilty to 6 crimes, including murder of 38-year-old Akeem Edwards, saying he didn't pay his debt. Didn't pay his debt. But here's the deal. Thomas had been awarded $4.1 million from the city in a settlement for wrongful imprisonment when he was sent to jail in 1990.
Wow.
For a murder that he says he didn't commit. But now they got him on these other murders, and he actually pled guilty to the murders. So he's going back to the pokey. Unbelievable. And new defense spending bill puts a slew of left-wing initiatives on the chopping block. This is awesome news. Congress's latest defense spending bill just unveiled this past weekend, and it is chopping out left-wing policy initiatives. They are getting away from diversity, equity, and inclusion. They are getting away from a lot of what we call the woke military initiatives and kicking it right out there. I would think that probably 95% of our military and defense workers, they are good with this. I would say 95% are good. Maybe that number's even higher. They're good with it. And then you have, probably 2.5% that's not good with doing away with all this stuff.
Well, but that's because it directly affected them.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, we got a lot of things to get to. Our number 877-396-W105. Just when we thought we were getting a handle on fentanyl, there is a new drug out there. It's a new one. My goodness. I'll tell you about that. And they say it is more potent than fentanyl.
My goodness.
Oh, wow.
Not good. We've seen the zombies walk in the streets on fentanyl. I can only imagine how bad this is if it's worse than fentanyl. All right, Take it out. Trash on the way. We're going to get to things that happened on this date in history. Morning show this morning being brought to you by WWRV. They've got 162 RV hookups, 30 and 50 amps available. All your utilities included for one low price. They're pet friendly. They offer high-speed internet included in that one low price. And all 3 of their RV parks are very well lit up and very conducive to working folks. Go to the website, www.rvtimes3.com or 988-0392. Tom and the text. Wrap her up.
All righty. This text is saying, I have to give credit to Tom this morning. Yesterday on the news, they were talking about the 75 targets they're using, that they'd use the B-52s and other planes. And Blake was correcting you even without knowing about it.
You got one right.
Yeah, we came right back and said he got it right.
Tom got it right.
Well, I was the one that gave him credit for it.
So thank you very much there, texter. Okay.
Game and Fish transferred 4,500 snow lynx to southern Colorado and northern New Mexico, according to KRQE 13 this morning.
Oh, so they're transferring them and then saying, oh, that's their habitat.
That's pretty crazy. And is there a bulldog breathing into the mic? Here we go again. Tom Vader.
I can't believe people.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't put together the Tom A breathing machine this morning.
And John,
I am limited on my capacity.
We're crazy. John Semino said, let's not forget Ted Turner and the Wolves. Remember how that turned out, says John from Seminole this morning.
You got a replay coming.
And Uncle Mike says it is snowing in Lovington.
I'd
And
s-
another person said it is snowing in Lovington.
I just checked outside. It may be, but it's not sticking right now to the
It's
ground.
not sticking.
No.
Well, we need
no,
it to
because
stick.
because it is only right at freezing, and the ground's been too warm, so
Yeah.
Sure.
it's not going to do that.
Snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Well,
I'm predicting a white Christmas this year.
yes, you keep.
So it's
predicting
Hunter
that.
Biden.
Someone said, "Well, crap. I guess I owe you an apology, Blake. I had to go into my office and I turned the radio off after he said that, so I was unaware," says the 75 Target
And
guy.
they didn't only just use the B-52s; they also used F-15s and
Older planes.
A-10 Warthogs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering why we're using these old planes.
Well,
We're giving them to Ukraine.
The
The other
A-10
one,
is
new
still
ones.
very effective in what it does for ground warfare.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then-
all of them are old. Like the newest one of those planes to be in production was 30 years ago.
Sure. And Rick Norris says, "I keep asking and telling the libs on their websites to please make it snow. It's 115 degrees out here. If man can change the weather, when are you going to change the weather?"
Get it done.
Referring to the
Well,
Get her
climate
done.
change.
And I would say for climate change, we can't do that yet. But they are experimenting. It's one of the reasons we have chemtrails for cloud seeding. They've been doing that since the late 60s, early 70s. And there is the HARP array that they are trying to use to control weather patterns, high and low pressure systems.
Right.
So, I mean, they're trying to control the weather.
Trying
Try.
to.
Yeah.
But, Mother Nature's her own beast. So
Yes,
she's
she
going to
is.
do what she wants.
No doubt.
Tom is breathing like my American bully after I piss him off and take him for a walk.
Okay.
I'm just going to say dogs,
That was good.
dogs, bulldogs have the worst gas ever.
If it has a
So-
bull in the name, it is bad.
Yeah. All right. Still to come, we're talking about a grieving family. This is a sad story I'm going to tell you about out of Lubbock. I'll talk about that. Justice Alito slaps down transgender treatments for minors, and his decision has gone pretty much viral. We'll talk about that. And Time Magazine, who will be their person of the year?
Donald.
Donald. No, he's probably already
No,
been there.
I mean, you guys are a little off.
They're going to give it to
Kamala.
Yeah, Biden or Kamala.
So we'll get to that in just a second. I am going to go and see if the wife paid the internet.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that could be the problem. I've got all this stuff going through my mind, and but would they cut it off in the middle of the night, or would they? I
don't know. You're
I
the
would
one that
think-
lives in the Philippines.
Well, it
You
depends
tell
on
me.
how late it is. It depends on how late it is.
Didn't you say they
I
get
don't-
out there and work, and do things in the middle of the night sometimes?
Yeah, so let me go check. I'm pretty sure she paid it, but I'm going. All of a sudden, it just crapped out on us.
Yeah. This break will be a
If
short
that's
one.
what it is, I'm going to be ticked.
That'll be funny.
Tom, you've seen me mad a couple times, right?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And most of the time, you deserved everything when I
Well, not really,
Just-
but
point that out. All right, we're going to take a break. We got a lot of
short
things
one.
to get to.
Kevin, it's going to be a short one. So just so
Short
you
one.
know,
Hopefully, it's enough time for me to run downstairs and check on that and restart the router again.
If you run, it'll be just under 5 minutes.
Run.
All right, let's get updated with news. News this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry, one-stop shop for all your laundry. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. They can dry clean your clothes, start you up, keep you looking sharp. Yes, but if you want to do all that yourself, they have coin-operated machines, and you can wash, dry, and fold your own clothes. Visit them in Carlsbad, 604 West Church Street, also at 609 West Lee Street, and in Loving at 406 West Cedar. North Star Laundry, check them out today. I'm coming right back. We're going to get updated with news. It's already 7:04 on W105.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. The state of New Mexico is slapping a Texas-based company with a record fine for what officials said are a harmful amount of emissions. The New Mexico Environment Department is fining Targa Northern Delaware, a Texas-based natural gas firm, nearly $48 million for what they said is a harmful amount of emissions at its Red Hills gas processing plant near Jal. In addition to the nearly $48 million fine, the company is also ordered to stop its excessive emissions and to take steps to prevent it from happening again. The state also ordered Targa to complete improvement projects at the plant, which could cost $140 million. This was the latest in a string of 5 other penalties that NMED has against other companies in the oil and gas industry. Roswell Police Department's Criminal Investigations Division is warning business owners and managers about a scam to defraud businesses. The scam involves a large dollar amount purchase of goods or equipment by someone who is typically out of state. The scammer will make the purchase with one or more stolen debit or credit cards, but the transactions won't get flagged until days or sometimes weeks later. The scammer will hire a trucking company, which also becomes a victim to the scammer's fraud, to pick up the goods and equipment. The fraudulently purchased goods and equipment will often change hands multiple times by the scammer's use of multiple trucking companies. These types of crimes have been reported to the RPD by 2 different Roswell businesses in the last 2 weeks. Eddy County oil and gas collections for October were $7.8 million, Finance Director Roberta Gonzalez reported during the county commissioners meeting last week. And oil and gas tax collections could increase in Eddy County between now and the end of the 24-25 fiscal year on June 30th. The county has budgeted $5 million per month in revenue from oil and gas, except for December when $14 million is budgeted. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
In need of a tow? Those don't have to be dirty words. At Lee County Roadside, they have been offering friendly and knowledgeable service for 20 years. From light to heavy duty, there's nothing they can't tow. And with 24-hour availability, there's no time they can't tow it. Don't make a bad day worse by choosing the wrong tow company. Lee County Roadside, the good guys to call in a bad situation. For 24-hour service, call 575-392-3223 or locate them at 7401 North Del Paso, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like Lee County Roadside on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
It's a Red Tag sales event at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Fall into savings with 0% APR on your favorite Chevy models, like the 24 Silverado Half-Ton and 24 and 25 model Equinox. Need more room to carry your crew through the holidays? We have a great selection of Tahoes and Suburbans, as well as the highly anticipated all-new Chevy Traverse. So hurry in today to Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Offer ends December 2nd, 2024. GM Financial Financing for well-qualified buyers.
The Western Heritage Museum and Lee County Cowboy Hall of Fame are lighting up the holidays. Fun starts November 16th with Indigenous Peoples Day Family Day from 10 to 1, and on November 18th, they open their amazing indoor ice skating rink to the public. Enjoy the Bonnie Moran North Pole Village starting December 2nd, and Holiday Family Days December 13th and 14th from 5 to 8, with Cowboy Kids Club members enjoying 2 special hours Saturday. Join the Western Heritage Museum and Lee County Cowboy Hall of Fame in all their holiday festivities at One Thunderbird Circle.
Awesome Graphics in Hobbs is on the hunt for a friendly, outgoing in-store sales associate to work the front counter and help customers with orders, as well as assist in other duties, such as restocking shelves, organizing and displaying merchandise, etc. Outstanding customer service and basic computer skills are a must. Awesome Graphics offers a fantastic work environment and even better benefits, including paid holidays and paid time off, as well as 50% paid medical insurance after 90 days and 3% IRA contribution. Again, Awesome Graphics is looking for an in-store sales associate to join our awesome family. If interested, please bring your resume and job history and apply in person today at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs. No phone calls, please. Awesome Graphics is an equal opportunity employer.
I want to give your soul a wake-up call.
Ready, aim, fire.
Now, is there anyone else who doesn't listen to us?
I'm going to need a gun.
B and the Breakfast Club.
You sick bastard! Look at this! This is a wake-up call, all right? Fine, I got it. Done.
Kevin, did you make it back with us? Kevin, are you there? That's the big question. He, as you know, was going to do the router. And let's see what we got going on here. It says he is still with us. I imagine he is running back up the stairs.
Give him a moment.
Oh, here we go. Wait, one more time. He was trying to call back.
Well, we'll get some text right quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, we should use climate change as an excuse to leave the time on standard time, says this one texter. By the way, speaking of climate, it is snowing big flakes out in Lovington right now. You went outside for a moment, didn't you?
I did, and it is snowing out there. They're not little bitty flakes. They're bigger. Oh, there he goes. Let's try him again.
And good one, B, on the Hunter Biden White Christmas joke. That's from original Tom A. Hater this morning.
That's me trying to call B back because he lost his connection.
And the easiest way to stay in America is have an anchor baby, says this one guy. Is waiting on B to come back on.
We are. What other text you got there?
And by the way, Drew from Carlsbad says, guys, it's snowing in Carlsbad too. Wow.
Wow.
And you were, Monica, were talking about you wish for a white Christmas?
Yeah, I want a white Christmas. I want a white right now. I want a white tomorrow. I want a white December and January and February because it snows up until Valentine's Day sometimes. Yeah, I want the winter to be winter, the spring to be spring, summer to be summer, fall to be fall.
As long as we got sun in between so that I can keep my greenhouse warm, I'll be okay with that.
Sure.
Now, greenhouse, how does that work? You put a heater in there or something?
You can. I choose to do it passively. I do it with big barrels of water, and I have a compost pile in there, which produces heat. And we also have hay right around the edges.
So what are you growing inside your greenhouse?
Well, just different flowers and fruits and veggies. And I think this is Kevin coming in. Kevin, do we have you?
I don't know why it disconnected on me.
Okay.
I heard all the way you were playing the rejoin coming to me.
Yeah.
And it all of a sudden just
well, I was explaining
farted out on.
We were talking about climate change and things like that, and I was explaining to Tom how a greenhouse works with passive heating instead of having a heater in there. So there you go. Now we can get back to we can get back to the regular stuff.
It's like your bus. Passive heating inside the bus. Body heat.
I left my heaters on this morning because I knew it was going to be cold.
Inside your bus. According to a brand new study, drinking hot cocoa can wipe away stress better than fatty comfort foods. By the way, I think that's speaking to millions of Americans.
And hot cocoa is so
I just got to say, are you talking about bacon? I mean, is that the fatty food? Because I'm not believing it.
I'm thinking like it's talking like cheeseburgers and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza.
Also, according to a brand new study, drinking too many sweetened beverages can greatly increase your risk of heart attack.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but I kind of get a feeling that whatever we do, we're all going to die.
Well, I think I think the problem is that so long, a lot of the big ag, big chemical companies that have partnered together, like Monsanto and stuff, have been able to keep a lot of things under wraps. And I think they're trying to release a lot of these studies that they've held down for so long ahead of RFK Jr. getting in there to expose them. So they can say, we released that.
Yeah, they've said that they were, red dye.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll ban red dye. Yeah. Now you're going to do it?
Right.
We've been fighting you for years, but now you'll do it.
Right. And
Crazy.
I think that's where a lot of these studies are coming from.
Yeah. Steve Messner, who was the president of Tyler Perry Studios, died in a plane crash in Florida on Friday. He was only 62. And Chris Rock is among the entertainers scheduled to perform at a Christmas party over the weekend for Anthony Pratt, the executive chairman of Pratt Industries. But something only a couple minutes into the set ticked him off. Right. And Chris Rock walked off.
Really?
And that's a primo, you know, those type of gigs are like primo gigs because it's an intimate setting and these corporations are paying you, you know, a 90-minute set and you're out the door.
Right.
That's crazy.
Something ticked him off and he was gone.
Maybe Will Smith was
Sad
there.
note, parents, who knows? Be very aware of a new drug they say is much more potent than fentanyl.
Okay. What is it?
Look, fentanyl, how many people have died of fentanyl?
Oh, millions.
Yeah. I think
mean, fentanyl is, but this is called carfentanil. It's CARFENTANIL. So it is a altered version of fentanyl, and they say is, you know, much more potent than fentanyl.
Right.
And, which is scary because fentanyl is, what did they say, 30 times more potent and addictive forming than heroin.
Right.
But deaths from carfentanil are up 700% over last year.
And apparently this is a citrate injection, so they have to inject it.
Oh, wow.
So, where's it being shipped from? China?
Well, where do you think, Tom?
China.
It's I'm sure it's coming from China, going to Mexico, and Mexico is bringing it in.
Okay,
now
so
I
here,
did see a report.
Here it's synthetic, obviously.
Yeah.
So unlike heroin, which is based on a plant, but apparently it's 10,000 times more potent than morphine.
My goodness.
And 100 times more potent than fentanyl.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
And the bad thing is that the concern is that they will mix it with other drugs.
Right.
Like
see, that is the problem.
And
I read a story over the weekend. This young lady, I think it was in Lubbock, that 16-year-old bought a Percocet pill, thinking at a party, thought it was Percocet, and took it, and it wasn't. It was laced with fentanyl because look, fentanyl is so much cheaper than Percocet to make that they're going to say it's Percocet and, you know, it's really fentanyl.
Oh, wow. So I looked at it a little bit further, and they can press it into pills. So it can look like prescription medication. But 2 milligrams, that's the range that it can be lethal in.
Oh, gosh.
Which is incredibly small.
Yeah, that's not a whole bunch. Did you say 2 milligrams?
Two
Wow.
milligrams, like 1, 2.
Wow.
Wow.
That's lethal.
Wow.
That's
this is crazy drug.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, look, for all these people thinking that China is our friends and they're sending people over here to fly drones, take pictures of our military bases. Hell, we're letting them buy land in the country.
Right.
Yeah. Next to the military bases.
Right.
Next to military bases. I mean, if you don't think that's crazy, China is not our friend.
No.
They are killing us every day with fentanyl and now this new drug. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sad story. Mike Melcher was full of ideas, and he knew how to fundraise, to make fundraisers happen. And he was raising money for the Plainview Lions Club, and he died. He died. And while the family was at his funeral, burglars broke into their house and stole everything.
Oh, man.
Isn't that just, I mean, they're at the lowest point where the leader of the family dies and they break into his house and take everything.
Wow.
That's sad.
That is sad.
Unbelievable. Look, people are evil. People are just so evil. Audio clips of Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito dissecting and disproving arguments against the Tennessee law banning transgender medical treatments on minors went viral after the Supreme Court Justice heard oral arguments. That was last week. On Wednesday, Biden administration Solicitor General Elizabeth Perlarg and the ACLU lawyer presented arguments on behalf of the plaintiff. And the transgender ideology is that, look, if somebody wants to become a transgender, I think we can all agree, and they want to go through the hormonal process and the puberty blockers and all that stuff, and they're over 18 years of age.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're spending their own money. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Right.
But the problem is when we start mentioning the word juvenile, kids, children, there lies the problem.
Mm-hmm.
There lies the problem.
Yeah, stop hurting our children.
Right.
Yes. So, of course, Supreme Court ruled with Tennessee on this case. Kamala Harris, she is at the top of the list for the 2024 Person of the Year for Time Magazine.
Please.
Tell me your thoughts.
That was just
that all I
so
get?
articulate.
Yeah, I mean,
That was a
you
great
are
buzzer.
the most articulate person I know. Monica, your thoughts.
I was not. I was reading something. I apologize.
Okay, so here's
Kamala Harris,
I'm gonna
the
jump in
Time Magazine Person of the Year.
Oh, it wouldn't be surprising to me. I think that it would kind of be like a consolidation sort of type gift from the media.
The media?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, hey, sorry. we
Consolation
didn't-
prize.
Yeah. a
my very
consolation
first
prize.
question would be, what has she done to deserve that?
Absolutely nothing.
I mean, she took $1 billion and she
Went into
fundraised over $1 billion and didn't pay her debts.
Should they choose this person as
I want
the
to know what their
person of the year?
qualifications are.
I don't even think that they will sell the magazine. Like, nobody's going to buy it. Nobody voted. I mean, you got votes, but yeah, nobody cares anymore what you're doing.
It's such obvious pandering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just it's just crazy that Kamala Harris could be the Person of the Year.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
It's embarrassing.
if they do that, because usually an article that accompanies that says why this person
Right.
is.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
we'll actually find out if she had an accomplishment, since
Yeah.
we couldn't find
Well,
one out
maybe.
during the election.
Or
That
maybe
would be
they could
awesome.
flip it and be like, she endured this crazy
Oh, that's
political
what they'll do.
campaign. Like,
Oh, I'm
It,
sure.
it'll be she
Yeah.
stood up to Donald
she stood
Trump.
up to
She
Donald
had
Trump.
to
She was
take
the
off
only
an
woman
entire
who.
month because she was heartbroken.
Yeah,
Poor thing.
yeah, being the
And,
first
you know,
black woman
it
to
is the
run for
Biden way
presidency.
to-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend your time at the beach. All right, Tom, you said that Pete Hegseth should go on Fox.
Yes.
He is listening to you. He went on
you
Hannity, and here's what he had to say about continuing the fight on. And he said it's a position that Donald Trump wants him to have. And here's what he had to say on Hannity last night. Cut number 8, Blake.
Well, there's a lot to be done. First of all, you salute the commander-in-chief who got those 76 million votes and is going to chart the way. And I'll give him advice and counsel along the way. I'll just say what he told me. Return the Pentagon to the warfighters, Pete. Get in there and clean out all the social justice, politically correct garbage on top and get back to lethality, warfighting, accountability, meritocracy, and readiness. And guess what? 95% of the people in that building in the Pentagon and that wear the uniform, that's all they want to do anyway. And so we're going to, when you return to that, it changes the culture of an institution that now stands up straight. You address that recruiting crisis. You address the retention crisis. Sean, I can't tell you how many families have reached out to me and said, my son or daughter wasn't going to join, and now they are after President Trump was elected and you were chosen to be SecDef. Same with retention. And then the rest of the world takes notice of that, Sean. So I'm not going to get ahead of the president on policy or...
You know, I love when the Democrats, when the liberals fight each other. I really love when they fight each other. Whoopi and Anna on The View went after each other yesterday because for whatever reason, Whoopi is trying to walk things back a little bit.
Her job's
Whoopi is like, well, let's wait and see what's gonna happen. And
she read the writing on the wall when they sent her that note saying, you better calm down or you're off the show.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of The View.
She needs the money. Cut number 9, Whoopi and Anna going after each other on The View yesterday. Cut number 9.
You tell people to stay fraught and like this.
I'm telling people to prepare, Whoopi. I'm telling people to
they're not prepared? They are prepared.
So that means that they can't be relaxing and enjoying Christmas.
No, it doesn't mean that.
When winter is coming.
No, it does. You know what? I'm sorry.
I mean, I disagree.
Winter is here.
Right.
Winter's been with us, and my point is we can lay down and do nothing for the next 15 days and then be freaking out for the next 4 or 2 years.
To you is we are in a privileged position that a lot.
Yeah, I don't even think they like each other. And where's Joy lately? Joy has not been on the show.
It's
funny. She can't even find Joy.
Yeah, and it's funny that they played that same clip on Fox last night because they had Rob Schneider. They were interviewing him. He is starting a women's talk show similar to The View.
Really?
Yes, it was fabulous. I thought I cannot wait for that. And the guy that was interviewing him was like, "You're not taking any of our correspondents, are you? You're not stealing any of them, are you?" And he's like, "No, like it's not, but it's in the works." He's apparently got his own media company, and so I thought that was so neat.
I think Rob Schneider is one of the richest guys in Hollywood because he has his own production company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's where he has made so much money.
He's a funny but very smart guy.
Didn't
very,
he
very
partner
smart
with Adam
guy.
Sandler on that?
Yeah, and that's what we looked up too, because I was like, I wouldn't have known that he was a Republican, conservative, whatever you want to call him.
Yep.
So we looked up Adam Sandler's history, and he's also very Republican.
You know, I had a cut from him on Friday that I was going to play. That he was doing it's the time of the year where people are doing these Christmas parties, and he's doing one of these corporate, Christmas parties, holiday parties, and somebody is talking crap in the audience, and he said something like, not a problem. I'm getting paid to be here. You're not.
That's funny.
Great comeback.
Yeah.
Cut number 10, Piers Morgan on the Piers Morgan Show. Liberals finding joy with the assassination of the United Healthcare CEO. Who finds joy? I mean, Nancy Pelosi could die today. I would not find joy in that. No matter
it
how
would be good
different
for our
we
country,
are.
but I would not find joy in it.
Right.
Oh, so cut number 10, Piers Morgan and the liberal really finding joy in the assassination.
Of life. And I think that's why I felt, along with so many other Americans, joy, unfortunately, because it feels like...
Serious?
I mean...
Joy in a man's execution?
Maybe not joy, but certainly not empathy. Because again,
we're watching the footage. How can this make you joyful? This guy's a husband, he's a father, and he's being gunned down in the middle of Manhattan. Why does that make you joyful?
Man, joy. I mean, it takes a real special human being to find joy in somebody's misery.
Wow.
I mean, no matter what you think about, look, I'm not a fan of United Healthcare. I was one of the people that back in the day we had United Healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
And in New Mexico, you don't have that many choices.
Right.
You got United Healthcare and Blue Cross, Blue Steel, and what I think there's one other.
Humana.
Blue Steel.
Blue Cross Blue Shield, Kevin.
And so
I like his version.
I know Blue Steel.
I think there are 3 different insurance companies.
Yeah, Humana's the other
So,
one. I think.
Yeah, I mean, what happened to competition?
Right.
Those 3. I want you to think about this. Our Attorney General filed a lawsuit to keep United Groceries from expanding and buying. Who were they going to buy? Kroger?
Well, it was the other way around.
Is that the way-
Kroger buying Albertsons.
Okay.
So our Attorney General said no, that would, then they would own too many.
Monopolize, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a monopoly. And I'm like, oh, Walmart's not in every damn community?
Right.
Yeah, but they like the Walmart. They like the 3 insurance companies, being United Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, because they all invest heavily, and I use the word invest lightly here. They spend heavily with those candidates. Like they get a lot of money.
I agree. And that's the point that, we're going to worry about if Kroger owns too many grocery stores when we have 3 providers for insurance in New Mexico.
Well, and
that's it.
Kroger has said that they weren't going to change those names anyway on a lot of them, because Kroger already owns several grocery stores in New Mexico. They own Smith's, they own Safeway, which is up north.
Right. It's just different names.
Wow.
Different names. Morning show this morning being brought to you by A Custom Construction and Roofing and insurance specialists, licensed, bonded, and insured, local veteran-owned and operated. Dwayne Pennick, 30-plus years, has been the owner, and for 30-plus years has had that A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Call Dwayne Pennick today, 575-318-9725. A Custom Construction and Roofing. Do business with local folks, people that you can trust, a veteran. These out-of-town contractors come in here, and they give great deals. And, my dad always said when the deal is too good to be true, it's probably too good. And that is the point of this. Yeah, as soon as they're gone, the contract is going out the window. Yeah. It is. Give Dwayne Pennick a call if you need help with your roof or any construction projects. 575-318-9725. Tom, it's you.
Anti-Trump leftist is saying, B, you're right. It takes a special kind of person to find joy in another person's suffering. Remember when Trump said that January 6th was a day of love? That's anti-Trump on that comment.
Please. Oh, please. Now, tell me the people that died, that actually died in the line of duty at January 6th. I want you to go ahead and name them. Name them very slowly for me. Go ahead. I'll wait for you. There was one police officer that actually called his family after everything had calmed down just to tell him he was okay. It's been determined time and time again that he did not die in the line of duty.
No, he had a heart attack.
He had a heart attack.
Right.
After everything was done, he had a heart attack. Monica?
Well, Tom Jr. is having problems getting his words out this morning, says the Monica hater. He's hating on you this morning. Steven says, B,
I've had a hell of a day today. Okay? Yeah. I've had a hell of a day. You're lucky I'm on here.
B, take a breath and slow down. You're stuttering Stanley. You're getting all excited. Relax a little bit. LOL. It's just
I'm working
Nancy
on the second
Pelosi.
damn Red Bull, too.
Are you really?
Yes.
And it sounds like Tom is making love to the mic. He sure is breathing heavy.
Come here, girl.
Anthony from Roswell says, Tom, back away from the mic, bro.
I was standing up, now I'm sitting down. I'm like 8 feet away from the mic.
8 feet. The studio is not 8 feet wide.
Like,
We have
you know what I mean.
Look,
Keep in mind, when he says 8 feet, it's more like 8 inches.
Now I'm like,
no, it was only like 5. Now he's all the way back to the wall.
The problem.
He just, I can't even get my words out. No, I'm stuttering.
Look, there's a little red button in front of you. You can just hold that down until you want to talk.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's natural to breathe, but I'm just saying, like,
but don't breathe
so hard, or like tip the mic up just a little bit so that way the breathing doesn't come through, and then tip it back down when you're ready to speak, Tom.
Or hold it to the side.
Walks
oh, you're the expert, all right.
One end of the studio.
I know what that meant.
Hard.
I know what you meant by that. I caught that one right away. Lord Jesus. Yeah, I know how to hold mics. I know how to hold things.
Yeah, I'm going to turn both of them off in a minute.
All right, Tom, get to it.
All right. Smokey in Arizona is saying, Time Magazine has set the bar extremely low for her to be the person of the year, says Smokey this morning.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
And bro, it sounded like Tom was about to pass out from standing up and sitting down. Holy crap. That dude needs
him walking
an oxygen tank.
You get winded.
And you guys tell me if I'm wrong. Him getting up from his chair and walking around the counter to answer the phones, it's like he just ran a damn marathon.
Yep.
And do you have construction going on in the studio?
There.
It sounds like someone is sawing a 2x4. Listen, if you're referring to my, what are you referring to? My laugh, Tom's breathing. There's a lot going on this morning. It's all right.
Yeah.
And Tom, that's not nice. Shame on you, brother.
What? I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, calling me an expert at holding mics. I know what you were referring to, boy.
And the two goofy women on The View sound like a bunch of cackling hens, says this one texter.
The two women. Time Magazine.
Are they women?
Right? Time Magazine has set the bar extremely low for her to be the person of the year.
Amen.
I would say that the woman of the year needs to be able to define what a woman is.
Right.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. And if she doesn't get that award, her husband Doug is going to slap her if she doesn't get the award. It's been a tough year for him, too.
And Jaron from Lovington says, what is this stuff falling from the sky? It's snowing here in Roswell.
Is it snowing?
Snowing in Dexter.
Yeah, pretty good sized flakes, too, actually.
Yeah.
Or it was.
Awesome.
It was.
And Desert Flower says, laugh out loud. Tom has jokes.
Yeah, he does. Y'all think he doesn't have jokes. And Tom is breathing hard
Monica,
because
the greatest comeback ever is his cell phone. The greatest comeback ever.
And Tom, this person said Tom is breathing hard because he's trying to keep from crop dusting Monica so she doesn't call him out on the air.
She has the can of Febreze
He's like holding
there.
it in.
Mandy, if you're listening, we need more Febreze, by the way.
Let me just say this much. The other day I went to get a massage and I forgot that I had taken medicine for my stomach. And I was like, oh my God, please don't let her press on my stomach. I'm going to be like a Tom A. Every time she presses on my back, it's going to be.
She's going to think she's playing an instrument.
Yeah. All right, we got to do Take It Out the Trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com for more information, or call Kayleen, 575-408-1719. They can pick up your residential trash. They have the 96-gallon poly card for you, 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters for your commercial businesses, and the big roll-off containers. They can drop it off at location. You fill it up, they'll pick it up. Call Kayleen today, 575-408-1719, trash-eaters.com. Do business with good people. These folks are veteran-owned and operated, local folks, too. I love when a plan comes together to fund the police. This person was a big backer of Defund the Police. Darcy Bell, who posted on X under the name Jacqueline Trousseau, took to the platform Sunday to appeal for help finding her U-Haul truck that was loaded with all her possessions after it was stolen. By the way, U-Haul said,
you just dropped. All right. What did U-Haul say?
All right.
It would have to go right then, right? Like right when he was getting ready to tell us what U-Haul said.
Yep.
So go ahead, Tom.
Back to the text. Steve Archuleta says, dang, Kevin's visiting the rub and tug in the Philippines. Didn't you get enough of it in the States? Laugh out loud, says Steve Archuleta this morning.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see him, Monica?
And Jesse says, it's snowing here, too, at the halfway bar. Mark from Roswell, good job, Monica. Put your foot in your mouth. You know how to hold things.
Laugh out loud. It's also snowing just outside of Carlsbad. Not much, but it's snow, says this one texter.
And I bet Tom is good at holding mics, knowing he wears ladies' clothes. My. Oh. Tom is not used to holding anything hard. Everything he holds is inflatable.
See what you started, Monica?
Oh. You started it. You called me an expert. And I said, yeah, I'm an expert at holding mics and holding things because I knew what you were talking about. I know how to hold stuff.
Well, Tom has to get right up on the mic before he starts breathing.
As we're waiting on B this morning.
Go ahead. I'm going to try and get him back.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And
okay.
If there's any more.
Tom's already breathing in the mic. If he starts whispering in it, I'm going to think he's trying to be one of those ASMR content creators.
So I'm guessing Kamala was selected for the person of the year. This texter saying, I lost it here for a second. For being a
go ahead, Monica.
Professional flute player.
It is definitely snowing on the south side of Hobbs. Little light snow there in Hobbs. Drivers beware.
Hey, texters, if it is snowing out where you are,
let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And if you want to send a photo, that's okay. We can get a photo in text, but only do like one, right? Like don't do like a whole bunch of them at a time.
And it's funny how we went from global warming to climate change, says Germ. All morning, you guys sound like the old Verizon commercials. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
You know, as you can hear in the background, I'm trying to get Kevin back online. And what happened, something over there this morning disconnected his internet. And so at first, he was on his cell phone, and then he was able to hotspot off his computer. And then he went down to try to do his router. And all of a sudden, right in the middle of the story, he dropped. I'm not sure if he knew that was happening or what.
It's snowing on Marland in Hobbs, and I didn't know this was an X-rated show. It's not an X-rated show, but it is a show where we definitely go with the flow for sure. And if something's funny, we're going to capitalize.
Here, I think I got him back.
All right. In the future, don't call me.
Okay.
Don't call me because I'm trying to rehook everything. And then when you call me, it kicks me off.
Ah, okay.
And, so I'll call you back. But anyway, as I was doing the taking out trash, Darcy.
What did they say? You got right to that port. And
so Darcy Bell had to file a police report, and UPS still hasn't found her truck. But she's moving to San Francisco, to liberal paradise, and unbelievable. Poor Darcy. Yeah. Defund the police, but had to go to police for help. God bless her.
And what did they tell her? Because that's what did U-Haul tell her? Because that's right where you dropped. Was when you said.
Yeah, they the police helped her like they would everybody else, but they haven't located the 26-foot U-Haul yet. You would think that U-Haul would have like a what's that called, a tracking device,
right?
In the U-Haul.
Well, they should check Marketplace nearby for her items.
Yeah. I mean, that U-Haul, it's a 26-footer. That would be good for a rock band to go on the road.
Right.
And all her belongings. The bad news is she has kids.
Oh, that is
And
bad.
all their belongings were stolen also. Pretty sad. All right, we're going to talk about UFO sightings. Our number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Main Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without Main Trailer Sales. Fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, 575-822-1751. They've got a lot of experience, 70 years of experience, and giving great deals. That's why people come back. We have generations of people that just keep coming back. MainTrailerSalesInc.com. Take the virtual tour of every unit on the lot. Tom, where do you think UFOs are spotted the most? You think New Mexico is pretty high in UFO rankings or spottings?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Why Michigan?
Why Michigan?
There's no sightings out there. That's why.
How can they have the most if there's none?
That's what I was just trying to figure out.
He asked you which state you think has the most.
Well, you're about as contrary as a liberal.
Always.
Who has the most reports of UFOs, Tom?
Say Michigan.
But you just said they had none.
No, that's because they haven't seen none.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
Can
say.
somebody explain that to me?
I'm gonna say Texas because it's so big and
Texas.
there are potentials.
Did you? New Mexico now ranks at the top of the U.S. for UFO sightings per capita,
Because of Roswell?
boasting 12.2 reports per every 100,000 residents.
Wow.
Well,
And it goes into great detail in this about, the floating object near Gile earlier this year.
Right.
And Roswell has had sightings, but they say Albuquerque alone has had 754 sightings, followed by Las Cruces, 159.
And all the western states, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, Colorado, all are way high on the list.
Yep.
And so are Ohio and Pennsylvania.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree because isn't it Area 51 that's in Nevada?
Yes.
Yeah,
And 52.
I feel like
And
naturally
you
those
mentioned
places are gonna
Roswell.
have more.
Roswell has had 143 UFO sightings. But look, there are people that move to Roswell. True story. There are people that move to Roswell to only find an alien. And to be one, no. These people believe that the alien is going to abduct them, and there are people that's their sole reason for moving to Roswell. That's it.
So they want to walk down the street and somebody walk up and go, "Hi, I'm an alien."
Right.
Yeah, and they after 4 or 5 years, they can't find any alien creatures, just illegal aliens, and there lies the problem.
Wow.
And Roswell. Looks like Alex Zapata, 26 years old, was mistakenly released about 6 weeks ago. He is considered armed and dangerous. And Alex Zapata, there's a new warrant issued, search underway. Law enforcement officials say that Zapata mistakenly was released from the Curry County Detention Center, and the judge ordered him to remain in prison, but he was mistakenly released. Who do you guys think you are? The Metro Detention Center in Albuquerque releasing people?
Right.
According to the Clovis police, he was charged with murder in connection with a shooting death, and court documents say he's convicted of 4 felonies since 2016. And they released him from jail. By the way, they're on the lookout for this guy. How do you release a guy like that?
How many is that now this year? 4, 5,
Well,
6?
this isn't Clovis, but we've had 4 at the Metro Detention Center in Albuquerque.
Right.
Yeah, so
But
I
statewide.
just don't know how that happens. How you release people?
But just statewide, saying we have 5 or 6 statewide. That's a huge number of mistaken releases.
Tom, you have any idea what swatting is?
Swatting.
Yeah.
When you hit somebody.
Is that your favorite? Is that your final answer?
Swat that butt.
Monica, you know what swatting is?
Swatting, I was going to say the same thing as Tom, like spanking somebody, like you give them a swat on their bottom.
Nope.
That sounds like you know a little bit too much about that.
Hey, we're not going down that road again. All right, so here's what swatting is. Swatting is like if you're an online gamer, this is where it happens mostly.
How do you know so much about gaming and stuff?
And you have a rival that's in some other state.
Okay.
You will call the police or law enforcement in their area and say they're holding someone hostage in their house or something like that. Yeah. And law enforcement comes out as a SWAT.
This has happened. We've had lots of politicians that have been swatted and, the police go to their house. I'm talking about, breaking down doors.
Oh, wow.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene has been the latest victim of swatting. Got a call at her North Georgia home, and it left the woman dead following a car accident involving local police. So the police were rushing to her house about a bomb threat. And as the police were rushing there, they accidentally got into an accident and killed this woman. So there have been 9 cases of swatting of public officials so far this year. 9.
Wow.
This resulted in an innocent person's death.
Well,
by the way, police are looking for details.
It almost always results in damage or injury or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they said that they have traced a Russian IP address.
Well, maybe. I mean, those they're using. Yeah, you're welcome. They're using, VPNs and other things to route their calls. So it's not like they're just picking up their phone and just calling direct.
Sure. I mean, look, the same way I use a VPN to be able to watch ESPN in the Philippines.
Right.
These guys are, you can choose what country you're living in.
Sure. And I have to use a VPN to watch Tour de France every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So looks like New Mexico authorities are searching for a murder suspect. Authorities looking for a man accused of murder despite leads. He has not turned up, and they are still searching. And another case, an 18-year-old. These are young adults. 18-year-old has been arrested for stabbing a teenager in Lubbock.
Dang.
Last night, Lubbock police arrested an 18-year-old accused of stabbing a 16-year-old Monday. Estrahan Beeman allegedly stabbed the teenager at an apartment complex, and the 16-year-old, they were fighting when Beeman stabbed him. He was taken to the hospital with moderate injuries. And we see so many cases nowadays. Young folks.
Kids.
Very, very young folks. Crazy. 7:53 gas prices. Tom, you think gas prices are up or down?
Well, I got some gas the other day for $2.69 in Hobbs.
Really? Where?
Mm-hmm.
So is that up or down?
That's down 15 cents at least.
15 cents?
Mm-hmm.
At least.
I know when I was coming through Roswell, when we were coming back from Ruidoso, it was $2.41.
Yeah. Gas prices hit a 3-year low yesterday. 3-year low. Hawaii has the most expensive gas, $4.56. California's right behind them, $4.39. Washington State, $3.99. Nevada, $3.66. And the cheapest gas, Oklahoma. But good news for millions of drivers. Yeah. Is this the Trump effect?
Yes.
You gotta be.
Yes.
It wasn't happening when Biden was in there.
3-year low. I mean, gas prices were going down under Biden, but they were not getting to the lowest in 3 years.
Well, they were going down because if you remember,
after the during the election, they started going down.
Yes, because all the top Democrat officials, including the president, et cetera, they called those meetings with the oil executives. Now, what was said, I don't know. You know, did that start that? Because they said, look, it's really hard for us to get elected if these prices remain high. But, you know, is that part of the reason? Maybe. But with Donald Trump being elected, I think it's becoming a reality before he even gets in office.
According to Landman, we can expect much more drilling. I mean, that's my go-to source nowadays, Tom.
Yes.
It is.
Las Cruces child care service owner accused of sexually abusing a child. This man has had additional charges going against him. Juan Cordillo, 79 years old, back in custody. Thank God they put him back. They put him back in jail, and he faces up to life in prison if convicted of those charges. Pennsylvania town attempts the world record for the largest Macarena dance. Look, Pennsylvania, Tom.
They still do that?
Yeah. I want you to think about this. Pennsylvania is made up of a bunch of Germans. You know, they're white. They're white folks. So nothing says we can't dance like 2,219 people getting together to do the.
Macarena.
I wish the camera was on, but I did not on. Tom, your camera's on. Go ahead and show us how to do it.
Yeah, come on, Tom.
Stand up and do it for the camera, Tom.
Hey, Macarena.
Hey, now.
No. Go ahead.
No, stand up. You have to stand
It's a
up.
standing dance. It's not a sitting dance.
All right.
There, Tom rising from the chair. There's the camera. Show the camera your Macarena dance.
Put your hands on your chest and do all those moves.
He did. He was doing like
Macarena.
some kind of cheerleader thing. I don't know what he was doing.
I know he was like patty cake and
What are you doing?
He was doing the roll.
So, Monica, I'm going to tell you one of the best Tom A stories ever. This is a great story. Blake, I don't think you've heard this story.
Oh,
Do tell.
So, God rest his soul. Gary Moore, who is passed, used to do the games with Tom. So they would travel all across southeast New Mexico, and they ended up in Hobbs, and they were at a buffet. Imagine that. They were at a buffet.
I can't even
And
imagine.
Tom goes to the restroom before he sits down to eat. And he's in there for a while, and they can hear something going on. And it's like the walls were like paper thin. And they could hear coming from the bathroom,
Well, I've been holding it on for 4 quarters. I had to pee.
Everybody in the restaurant.
Oh my God.
He comes out of the bathroom to a standing ovation.
I don't know why nobody was hearing me. Hey, man.
Yeah.
You held it for 4 quarters?
And that is why you're a celebrity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
758. We're going to keep you updated with everything going on. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Tom on the text quickly. We've got to get to things that happened on this date in history.
All right, more snow across southeast New Mexico. It's snowing here between Hobbs and Carlsbad, and it's snowing on Hobbs on Country Road too, says the texter. Wow.
West County Road. My brother George just texted and said it is coming down big time in Hobbs.
Awesome. I like it.
Tom Tom moaning and groaning, getting up from his chair sounds like he's trying to pass a big turd. And sounds like a bear coming out of hibernation. That's exactly what it sounds like every time he's getting up from his seat.
Yeah, that's not a one-off. That's every single time.
Does Tom have Monahans in the station? I could hear a lot of hissing on the mic.
No. And before you read another one, I do have a phone call I want to go to. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This Mad Dog calling from Bob.
Hey, Mad Dog.
Oh, Mad Dog.
Hey, since
Mad Dog.
Hey, it's funny that you act like that. This specifically is for the Trump hater or the Trump hater original or whatever his name is. Could I tell a little story of who I came
Sure,
from?
go ahead.
My mother and dad took us one time after they had retired. They took the whole family on a cruise to Mexico and paid for it all. So, you know, I'm a very blessed guy, and I know it, and I appreciate it. But anyway, we were on this cruise, you know, and if you've ever been on a cruise, you know, you can go to these very formal dinners, you know, like at dinner time, and it's everybody's dressed up in their finest clothes, shine shoes, everything's just wonderful, you know. Well, this is my dad, and he, you know, he had a little bit of orneriness in him, and I wasn't standing next to him, but I heard it from the rest of the family members. He was standing there, and he did one of those, the SBD, you know, silent but deadly. and
Yeah.
There was a family standing next to him, and this little boy looked up at his dad and said, "Dad, did you just fart?" or something like that. You know, like I said, I wasn't exactly right there, so I didn't hear it all. But the dad looks down at his son, and he says, "Tom, hey, you know better than that. I've got So anyway, that was my dad. He could do stuff that you know, it was very uncouth, but it was funny because, you know, we're just the middle class, everyday people, and some of the people, you know, it was funny. But anyway, I hope that Tom, you know, and maybe they'll get through to him and just realize that, you know, we all need to laugh a little bit every now and then.
Absolutely.
And
right.
Family stories
Yeah.
are good stories. So y'all have a great day.
You too,
Thanks,
Mad Dog.
Hey, I appreciate
Stay
it, buddy.
warm.
Have a good one. All right, let's get to things that happened on this date in history. Anything on the text, guys, that we got to get to?
Well, here's one in particular for you. B, is your family in the Philippines okay due to the volcanic eruption? Have you had one?
Yeah,
of them?
that's not near us.
Okay.
And to be honest, I didn't even hear about it. I was too busy fixing a water pump.
The sad thing, Jay in the Patch is sounding off and saying the sad thing is that they're going to say when Biden left office, he had all this fixed, even though it's the Trump effect. You know, I will add my little 2 cents to this. They're going to say and do whatever it is that they need to say and do. But the point that I want to make is that the people, like, we're done. Like, we know and know, like, but I guess you can say we don't believe the lies anymore. Like, we know stuff's been messed up.
Know.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what they say. We know what's been going on, and that's exactly why we voted for Trump. So they can say and do whatever. America's not dumb anymore. I'm so proud of America.
No.
Yay.
We're now woke.
I was going to say.
I didn't want to say they've woken up because they've used woke wrongly.
I don't
word.
know that we're totally awake yet.
I believe that the
think
generation
that
that matters, the people that matter, have woken up. Now, this younger generation, it's going to take them a little bit. The ones that, you know, were crying with the blue hair and the green hair and all that stuff. It's going to take them maybe a year or two, but they'll get it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, eventually maybe they will.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, as the old saying goes, if you're not liberal when you're young, you don't have a heart. And if you're not conservative as you get older, you don't have a brain.
That's right. That's good. Yeah. That is real good.
I agree. All right, Tom, one more.
All right. Original Tom A. Hater says the most UFO sighting is outside the Willie Nelson bus. He's saying this morning.
What? I missed that one.
The alien.
The neighbor's like, I keep hearing things going on from that bus. I keep hearing things.
People are just jealous about my Willie Nelson bus.
Strange
Nobody
smells,
else has one.
Strange sightings.
Except me.
And I
People
can
are
almost
jealous.
guarantee you that most of those sightings are Elon Musk satellites, says the Constitution.
There are a lot of them. Yeah. You can watch
It
them when
could
they
be.
launch.
And J-Dub from Hobbs said because the whole state is high as hell. That's why they see
Right.
UFOs.
Yeah, that could be the other problem.
The only
Yep.
aliens in
All
Roswell
right.
are the illegal ones, says Jaron.
Yeah.
And another
Too many
texter.
aliens. All right, let's get to things that happened on this date in history. Being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms Indoor Firing Range. Find them today, 236 East Navajo, Suite 1200 in Hobbs, online at 2atacticalrange.com. They are your complete gun shop, more than just a gun store, more than just because they have the indoor firing range, plus the Milo FBI training simulator. They also, they've got suppressors, they've got ammo, they've got everything that you're looking for, including training. If you need firearm training, they offer one-on-one training and group setting training. And if you've been thinking about getting yourself a suppressor, they offer to sell you a suppressor and get the paperwork done for you. And right now, the approvals are coming at a fast pace. But just a reminder, you can always shoot at the range with your suppressor and only at the range until you get approval. 2atacticalrange.com for more information, or you can just stop in and see them, 236 East Navajo and Hobbs, proud sponsor of things that happened on this date in history.
On this date in 1520, Martin Luther publicly burned the papal edict demanding that he recant or face excommunication. The Lutheran Church was born shortly thereafter. In 1869, Wyoming passed the very first law giving women the right to vote. And on this day in 1898, the Spanish-American War ended, and the U.S. acquired Guam from Spain and a country to be named later. That was a joke.
Okay.
it's a sports joke.
Sure.
In 1901, the very first Nobel Prizes were handed out. On this date in 1906, only 5 years later, President Theodore Roosevelt became the first American to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for helping to mediate an end to the Russo-Japanese War. And on this date in 1958, the first commercial jet flight took passengers from New York to Miami and luggage from New York to Pittsburgh.
Right.
In 1963, 6-year-old Donny Osmond made his singing debut on the Andy Williams Show. He told Andy, "If you like that, there are a lot more just like me at home." 1964, Martin Luther King Jr. was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his nonviolent campaign against racism. 1964. There were a whole slew of other Nobel Prizes, but we're not going to go through those. On this day in 1965, the Grateful Dead first performed as the Grateful Dead. And in 1967, Otis Redding died in a Wisconsin plane crash. He had recorded Sitting on the Dock of the Bay just a few days earlier.
Oh, I love that song.
And in 1971, when a fan's girlfriend shouts, "I love you," Frank Zappa was pulled into the orchestra pit by a jealous boyfriend and got his leg broken.
Really?
Oh. Today is National Logger Day and Dewey Decimal System Day, which many libraries have kind of gotten away from, unfortunately. Okay, December has entered double digits now. It's the 10th. As of 8 a.m. this morning, just a few minutes ago, we're a third of the way through the month.
Wow.
Yeah. Cincinnati Bengal quarterback Joe Burrow crosses the 28-yard line today. Raven Simone, whose name I always...
What a game last night,
It
too.
was, wasn't it?
Beat the Cowboys.
Raven Simone, who's,
She's a Disney star.
yeah, I always thought her name sounded like a law firm.
No, she was also on Cosby, right?
She was on the Cosby Show. She's the little girl.
Turns 39 today.
Wow.
Meg White is 50. Tom has no idea who that is. She is the White Stripes badass. Celebrity chef Bobby Flay turns the big 6-0 today. Singer Nia Peoples turns 63 today. You know, people who need peoples are the luckiest people in the world. Kenneth Branagh is 64.
Who's that?
Very talented actor in many, many things. Susan Day went from the Partridge Family to L.A. Law. She turned 72 today.
Wow.
And finally, Johnny Rodriguez is 73. Tom, who is Johnny Rodriguez?
Country singer.
Take it away.
Yeah, he was acquitted for murder.
Yep.
In the 98 shooting death of a friend he thought was a burglar.
Aww.
And if today is your birthday.
Or to that story for the guy from Sabinal, Texas.
Yeah.
I knew the family.
Oh, really?
There's more of that story. Believe me. Cocaine and whiskey.
Ooh.
Never good things happening with those two things.
No.
He got off.
He did. And if today is your birthday out there, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Kevin?
Have a good one. All right, we're KWMW Maljamora 105.1 FM. We are B and the Breakfast Club morning show this morning being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew, reminding you we're not that far off from the 60-day session. Randy is going to be fighting for you. By the way, if you want to correspond with Randy, go to the website, randallpettigrew.com, and check out the website. All his contact information is right there. Maybe you've got, a plan for Randy, something that you would like him to bring to the table. And he carries the water all the time for Southeast New Mexico. Our oil and gas industry, he's protecting the oil and gas industry, fighting extremely hard to protect Southeast New Mexico and our way of life. Think about this. This governor continues to go up. Our annual budget continues to go up every single year. Randy is a constitutional Republican and always looks at that and goes, I can't vote for that. I cannot vote for that. Get in touch with Randy Pettigrew today. Go to the website, randallpettigrew.com, message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. 811, our national anthem and our pledge this morning being brought to you by our friend Rebecca Long. Rebecca Long started the business at 19 years of age, 40-plus years later, still helping people. Stop by and see her on West Vega and Hobbs, or pick up the phone and give her a call, 575-393-2661. She can take care of all of your insurance, home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. She can take care of it all. Get in touch with Rebecca today, 575-393-2661. She's your Farmers Insurance agent and proud sponsor of the national anthem and the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the
God bless America. God bless you. Large prayer this morning being brought to you by Judah Oil, reminding you God is in control.
From Matthew 6 this morning, if you're worrying about tomorrow, you can't enjoy today. You miss today's blessing. It's okay to plan for tomorrow, but you have to live for today.
Hi, my name is Jose Luevno. I work for Judah Oil. Would you please join us in saying the Lord's Prayer? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
14 minutes after 8, we're going to take a break, keep you updated with news. News this morning being brought to you by Ragsdale Law Firm, reminding you accidents happen when you least expect it, and you need an attorney that you can trust to fight for you. And Ragsdale Law Firm, they specialize in car accidents. They also can take care of any type of personal injury, medical malpractice, oil field accidents. They can handle that and more. Every step of the way, they are there for you. Free consultation. Just go to the RagsdaleLawFirm.com. 575-208-5300. Local, trusted, and ready to fight for you. RagsdaleLawFirm.com or 575-208-5300. 8:15, taking a break. We're coming right back. Still to come. Boob of the day is on the way. We're W105.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. There are mandatory evacuations for thousands in Malibu, California because of a wildfire exploding in size overnight. Jim here was told to get out.
By 1, I got an evacuation notice, and it was an alarm that went off, and they just said, get out. I started packing bags quickly. I didn't have a go bag ready. Not smart.
There are Pepperdine University students taking shelter in the campus library and the student center. Luigi Mangione is charged with United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's murder now in New York, for now held on charges where he was caught in Pennsylvania.
Investigators say he had multiple fake IDs and a 3D printed ghost gun on him when he was caught. Mangione made his first court appearance on gun, forgery, and other charges on Monday, where he was ordered held without bail and did not enter a plea.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Mangione's family says in a statement they're shocked and devastated. America's listening to Fox News.
Medications taking away key nutrients from your body? Struggling with weight loss? Pharmacy 575 offers all your prescription needs and more. From their My Daily Medication program with pre-dosed packages to weight loss plan with in-body scanner or their medication and wellness consultations, let Pharmacy 575 help. With walk-in vaccines and local delivery, they do it all. Go see Pharmacy 575 at 305 East Sanger, Suite 600 or call 575-263-2908. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Pharmacy 575. Your health, their priority.
In need of a tow? Those don't have to be dirty words. At Lee County Roadside, they have been offering friendly and knowledgeable service for 20 years. From light to heavy duty, there's nothing they can't tow. And with 24-hour availability, there's no time they can't tow it. Don't make a bad day worse by choosing the wrong tow company. Lee County Roadside, the good guys to call in a bad situation. For 24-hour service, call 575-392-3223 or locate them at 7401 North Del Paso, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like Lee County Roadside on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Calling all space explorers. This holiday season, the New Mexico Museum of Space History in Alamogordo is launching a stellar family event. Donate 2 canned goods to support your local food banks and get free admission. Blast off into fun planetary activities. Kids hunt for cosmic clues, meet robots, and learn about space heroes, and so much more. Don't miss the New Mexico Museum of Space History's annual Holiday on the Hill, December 14th from 10 till 2 in Alamogordo, where science meets holiday cheer.
Did you know that when you become employed with Eddy County, you'll be receiving one of the best and most competitive benefits packages in Southeast New Mexico? Eddy County offers great pay, paid vacation, paid sick leave, and holiday pay. In addition, you get para-retirement, and for full-time employees, employees, 100% health insurance paid, and 60% for your dependents. You can find a list of open positions and apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
This holiday season, make your celebrations unforgettable at Cal's Cactus Lane Bowling, located at 1609 South Canal Street in Carlsbad. Whether it's a holiday party, birthday bash, corporate event, or just a night out with friends, we've got you covered with catering options, exciting bowling lanes, and plenty of fun for everyone. And don't miss Karaoke Fridays at Cal's Shane Western. Book your party today and let us help you create memories that'll last a lifetime. Call or visit us at Cal's Cactus Lane Bowling, 1609 South Canal Street in Carlsbad. Let's make this a holiday season you'll never forget.
For a working man, protection on the job is always first priority. But when it comes to clothes, safety shouldn't compromise style and comfort. And thanks to Wrangler flame-resistant apparel, it doesn't have to. Now the same Wrangler style and comfort you love comes with the protection you need. And with a product guarantee for the life of the garment, they'll take the heat off of any job you take on. Stop by Benny's Western Store in Artesia or Carlsbad to try on some Wrangler flame-resistant apparel today. For the right work clothes, think inside the closet.
Hey, Danny Kelly here at the big store, Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan. You know, I keep hearing people talk about how they believe they can get a better deal in Texas. Well, let me make it clear to everyone. You can't. No Texas dealer will ever beat Permian. Our prices are the lowest guaranteed. I'll beat any Texas deal on any new vehicle, or I'll go get it for you for free. On top of that, I'm also going to throw in a free lifetime powertrain warranty for anybody that buys and services with us. And you can take that Permian promise to the bank. So before you go driving, spending time, money, and valuable resources to chase a fairy tale, remember, shop local and save big. The only thing bigger in Texas are the prices. So if you need a great deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle and you want to make it fast, fun, and easy, just come down to Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan, 701 West Navajo Drive in Hobbs.
I'm Danny Kelly, and I approve this message. So, where were we? Oh yeah, okay. Show's number 1, again.
Be in the Breakfast Club, on air, online, on your phone.
Yeah, you just might see that it's a brand new morning.
And broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio.
Snap on your helmet and adjust your cup.
All right, 8:21. I guess as we get close to this weekend, we'll start picking who's going to win games this weekend. Tom, who's the hot team in college football?
It's got to be the University of Texas.
I think it's Texas coming off the loss on Saturday.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you say A&M?
A&M too.
That's his team. That's what he said. A&M's his team.
He said he was going to be a yell leader too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that's what he said.
Tom, do us if you could put together the yell squad. Go ahead and give it a shot. Let's see.
I've never even heard of that before.
Just say this.
Do you not? Do you not listen to the show?
You haven't even heard the Yell Squad.
No.
So you don't listen to the show.
Well, I listened, but I forgot already. I don't know how you guys.
And why is that? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Why is that you would forget something we talked about on Saturday?
Because today is Tuesday.
Oh, okay. God bless you.
Who cares?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, what's gone, what has happened, has happened.
Yes.
Right.
Well, there is a certain wisdom in living in that way.
Well, live there.
Well, in Tom's defense, because I'm going to come to his defense, he doesn't need to know because the college games are next weekend.
You can't bring anything up that happened on Saturday because it already happened.
So they get a week off.
Yeah.
So the next game is not until next week.
Yes,
December 20th is when the playoffs.
However, I do have to say that Miller Moss entering the transfer portal is good news for Mizzou because apparently that's where he is eyeballing going to.
Wow.
There are multiple players, and Miller Moss is a good quarterback. I got to see him first game of the year in Vegas. Miller Moss is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
There are lots of kids that have hit the portal.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Arkansas had 28 players hit the portal?
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, this is a total. I mean, in the NFL, if somebody wants to be traded and goes to another team, you get something back
Compensation,
in return.
right.
Sure.
Right.
What did you get in return when kids leave? Absolutely nothing.
Peace and quiet.
That doesn't seem like they should have to give you something back. You invested in them.
You would think.
That's why these colleges are now hiring people as general managers, because it's like
that's
the
been
football.
going on, Tom, way before NIL. Way before it.
And I just looked at the tracker right now for Portal News, and Colorado's defensive end, Dayan Hayes, he's in now. He just got there last year from Pitt.
Yeah. Well, these kids, I mean, there's one kid that started at LSU. This is his fifth team that he's going to be.
Oh, man. Really?
He just hit the portal again. Wow. The only college game this weekend is Army-Navy. Tom, who do you have in that game?
I'm going to take the Army guys.
Yeah, I mean, Army is 11-1, and Navy is 8-3.
And that's a big rival game.
Yeah.
So you can,
I'm going to say the Army will beat the Navy, although I do like the Navy.
I think that Army should win that game based on paper, but I'm going to call for Navy in this one.
And South Alabama will beat WMU, whoever that is.
I like how you said whoever that is.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is. Looks like McDonald's confirming they're returning their. Yeah, McDonald's. Yeah, they have their own football team.
Yeah, you don't want none of those.
No.
McDonald's confirming they're returning their popular snack wraps. Don't get too excited. The ice cream machine is still broke, but the snack wraps, they're coming back. The chicken tender snack wraps, the iceberg lettuce snap. I've never had them, so it's not going to affect me one way or another.
Kevin, do you eat McDonald's, period, at all?
I'll eat breakfast at McDonald's.
Oh, so you're not like
That's
a Big Mac guy?
No. I'm not. I really don't care for hamburgers.
So until you brought us those steak
biscuits,
is what they
You
called
hadn't had
steak
it?
biscuits. I hadn't had McDonald's in years.
Well, I try not to have McDonald's too often, but, when the McRib came out, I had to have it. Did you ever go get one?
I did.
What'd you think?
One so far.
One? Well, that's all you need. You
Well, they don't
tasted
have
it.
them on the buffet.
Yes.
All you can eat. That's the
Now,
way
if
to
they
go.
had them on the buffet, you would have more than one.
Yeah. According to scientists for the European Union, 2024 was the world's warmest year. Here we go back with the
Well, but they've
climate
only
change.
been tracking it for 99 years or 100 years.
And by the way, there's still people refusing to wear deodorant.
Yeah. Again, my favorite story. My favorite story. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I started reading about deodorant. The stuff deodorant is not good for us.
No, not at all.
I came to the Philippines where I sweat a lot. I haven't wore deodorant in 2 weeks.
Do you smell
And
like
I don't
onions?
know why people don't want to be around me, especially at the gym. I don't. But true story,
It's got bad
deodorant
stuff in
is. I mean, some of the stuff that's in
Aluminum.
Matthew McConaughey. Do you find Matthew McConaughey sexy, Tom? Monica,
Look, he's a good-looking
I
guy.
think he is a very good-looking guy. Yes.
He's a good-looking guy.
He hasn't worn deodorant in like 15 years.
Wow.
Now, to be fair, they make deodorants that don't have all that
The
aluminum
aluminum
and all that other
yeah.
stuff in them.
Yep.
They cost more.
You know, I don't wear deodorant every single day, but I mean, I don't
We
smell
know.
like sabacos. Like, I don't smell like onions. Like, there are some cultures, and I'm not going to say which ones because y'all can gather which ones I'm talking about, but they they don't shave. They don't wear deodorant. Like, please put the aluminum on your body. Like, we need you to. You can't go.
You know, the crazy thing is, and I read this, I
they
asked the
yell, "Allah
wife,
Akbar"?
but she says
Yeah.
it's not true. But I had been told that Filipino women find smelly men attractive?
A lot.
Like that musky smell from a man, like a yeah, that's the way the women supposedly sound. I asked the wife, she goes, "No, get your butt in here, take a shower."
Please. Oh, we've already got somebody
I
saying
was just trying to get the motor started. Come on.
TMI, miscorrect. Listen, Steven Archuleta. I don't like, sometimes you just have to care about your body more than anything. I'm not saying like I never wear deodorant. I'm just saying like sometimes it's like, ugh. Tommy, I say I don't wear deodorant and you want to start throwing stuff at me.
No, he fell asleep and dropped his phone.
A la máquina. There's a difference when you don't wear deodorant and you absolutely need it because apestas muy feo. But if you don't apesta muy feo and you're good, you shower like, okay, going without deodorant is just fine.
Yeah.
Now,
do you know your mom's listening right now and she's going, Kachina?
Or my dad's probably like, what the hell?
Well, there's this new one. If you guys have seen it on
what's-
the internet, it's called Mandoni. Have you seen it?
Mandoni?
Yeah, it's a male version of the woman Mandoni.
What's a woman Mandoni?
Well, they
Mandoni
was some dermatologist invented it, and he used it for your, armpits and your feet and your, private places.
So a whole body deodorant. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one online. It's called Loom.
There you
that
go,
a lot of
Loom,
Loom.
Loomy.
It stinks.
You ordered it
Oh,
already?
God, I've tried it before. It is not good. I'll give you what I have left.
It's expensive.
It is expensive.
I saw it. I don't remember where we were, but they carried it in that store, and I saw the price. I'm like, holy cow!
Yeah, I mean, and it's designed to take the place of deodorant, but it's like a lotion that takes the place of the deodorant.
They say lemon. Just take some lemon, like a cut of lemon, and put it under your arm.
I like lemon.
And they said that works wonders. I couldn't find my deodorant. And so I was just like, well, hell with it. If I can't find it, I can't find it. Now I found it. I'm just going, well, I mean, it's got aluminum in it. I don't know.
There's a lot of
gold.
there's a lot of natural things you can do.
Yes, I like natural things. That's why sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, you get some garlic and put it under there. Looks like a gold coin.
Sure.
You're so bad.
Tom, while we're on the
gold coin
deodorant,
from the
what brand do you use, Tom? I need to know for Christmas.
Cheapest one.
Like, you don't use Old Spice?
$1.25 one.
Get him one that
Speed
has
stick?
all those chemicals in it.
Where can you find a deodorant for $1.25?
At the Dollar
The
Tree?
dollar store.
It's probably one of those travel size.
Probably the Speed Stick.
No, it's the regular
Or
size.
what is that one? It's black and it's
No.
called Power Stick or something like that. Does it last all day?
Chemicals are us. No. You know damn good and well it doesn't last all day. You sit over there.
All right.
Looks like a gold coin from the 1st century BC, which features the guy that assassinated Julius Caesar.
Brutus.
Brutus.
Yep.
Is anticipated to sell for 1.1 million upcoming auction in Switzerland.
I saw the picture of that coin.
1.1 million.
It's kind of a cool coin.
Well, I mean, it is Brutus, the guy that assassinated Julius Caesar. So, and Amazon and Student Universe, a travel company that offers discounts to young adults and students, partnering for a second year to offer $25 flights during the holidays. And they're offering up to 5,000 flights to eligible young folks. Here's the kicker. You got to be between the age of 18 and 24. Yeah, we were flying out Thanksgiving Day, and so we're flying out of Lubbock. So there's some students from Tech that were going to, wasn't the Bahamas, but some Caribbean, and they so they were going to be doing research, they said.
Right.
And I said, is this the way you sold it to your family? Serious. Yeah, Mom, this is a great opportunity. I can go down there and get credits for research. What? Bikinis and beer? Are you kidding me? That would have never got past me. I'd have been telling my kids, really, you want me to pay for you to go to the Caribbean to do research?
That was clever.
The guy goes, the kid goes, they bought it. They bought into it. I was like, good for you, bro. Good for you. 8:34. Let's get to the boob of the day, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics, medical professionals on staff. They offer functional medicine they use natural supplements and things like stem cell therapy and ozone therapy and cryotherapy. If you're living in pain, those are 3 things that actually work and can help you. I feel your pain. There's no way you want to be living on pain pills for the rest of your life. And some of the procedures they use where they burn the nerve and do all that stuff doesn't work. They can shoot you up with steroids. That doesn't work. Go to Desert Functional. Look for a natural way to feel better. And that rolls out if you're having hormonal issues. Look for a natural way to feel better. Look, testosterone is something naturally that you have in your body. Over the years, you lose your testosterone. So it only makes sense that if you put the testosterone back in your body after you get older and you start feeling better, your metabolism changes again. You're able to gain muscle and take away some of that third tire. It just makes, and libido comes back and you just have more get up and go. Same thing for women when it comes to hormonal optimization. Call Desert Functional today, 575-964-8025. Give them a buzz. Proud sponsor of the boob of the day.
So I hope these Grinches at least packed this well because it's very fragile.
Fragile.
Cops in Marysville, Washington, that's near Seattle, are looking for 2 brazen thieves who broke into a plumbing supply store last week and stole only one thing, a replica leg lamp from A Christmas Story.
Aww.
Now, Kevin, I think you had something along this line yesterday or the day before, but the store's owner had that leg lamp on display in the window out front. Now, the thieves shattered the window, snagged the lamp, and ran off. Now, there's blurry security footage of it on Instagram. And Marysville PD asked people to be on the lookout. And so they gave a description of the lamp. They described it as 45 inches tall, glorious, and a major award. Then they said it was a leg. The place is called Larry's Plumbing Supply, but the owner's name is Eric Klemp, and he's already replaced the lamp. And he posted a follow-up yesterday and, quote, a newer and younger leg lamp that he purchased. He said replacing the damaged window, though, will cost him about $3,000. But he's having fun with it and milking it for all it's worth. He put up a sign outside that said, leg lamp heist leaves town stumped.
Aww.
And whoever you are who stole the lamp, you are the boob of the day.
That's right. Second time, Tom.
stand.
Hold on. Let me get his phone, you guys. Let me pick it up for him.
He dropped it again?
Yes.
Yep.
Are you okay, mijo? It
slippery,
sounds to
man.
me like you're falling
slippery, he
asleep
said.
over there.
It's slippery.
He is.
It's slippery. Monica, I wouldn't pick that up if it's slippery.
If you know the history of his phone.
I wouldn't touch it. I'd just kick it towards him. Let him pick it up himself. How many times you drop your phone today?
Just twice.
Just twice.
Just twice.
Just.
My hands are frozen. My hands
What
are
are you
frozen.
talking about? Your hands are frozen.
What's cold in here?
It is not. I'm
You're
gonna go-
inside the building. I guarantee it's no colder than 68 inside the
it's
building.
Outside, our little Christmas tree's got snow on it out there.
You're not outside.
Outside.
But it's cold in here.
Yes.
When did you go outside?
When you went outside a minute ago.
You weren't out there when I
Yeah,
was
I
out.
went
At
out.
7.
No, just a few moments ago. Went out
Oh.
there and saw the Christmas tree out there. It's got snow on it.
Christmas tree.
Yeah, there's a little Christmas tree out there.
My hands are cold.
By,
You know,
by
like
the door.
Like 15 minutes after, my hands are still cold.
Yeah. And the door was cold, so it was frozen. And it froze my hand.
I got to go see this Christmas tree because I didn't know we had one outside. I even walked by it, apparently.
All right, 8:38 morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Over 1,000 handguns, shotguns, and rifles in stock. If you're looking for personal protection, they've got you covered with lethal and non-lethal personal protection. Ladies, if you're looking for something special to make sure that you're protected, they've got you covered. Go in there and talk to Miss Amanda today. And they've got a lot of things that are in stock right now. You know, this Donald Trump presidency is pretty cool. You got somebody that supports Donald Trump. They have the Trump Tommy gun, and they've got the Trump 9/11, the 1911, I should say. They also have the Glock binos, and they have the 6-hour stabilizing binos. They've got everything that you can imagine, including ammo. They will buy your old gun. So if you want to trade in your old gun to get a better gun, they can accommodate that. Check them out. Always closed on Saturday, but open on Sunday. 1907 North Main in Roswell. A progressive host admits that she was an idiot about immigration.
Oh, wow.
Anna Kaspar from the Young Turks admits that she was duped by the mainstream media and believed the Democratic lies when it comes to illegal immigration. She was on the Glenn Beck show and said that she believed the media. She said that's the first problem. I bought into everything the media said. It wasn't until... Yeah, it wasn't until Greg Abbott started busing the migrants to blue cities that I woke up. And I think there were a lot of people that started to wake up, you know, hey, we're a sanctuary state. Until it became their problem, they didn't buy into it because it wasn't their problem.
Right.
It's amazing how that works. What do you guys think about Jay-Z performing a halftime show of the Super Bowl? What's your thoughts?
Kick him out of there. Now that he's a suspect in that 13-year-old, I'd kick him out.
I don't understand why. Well, I guess because they're all in cahoots with one another, but I don't understand how the NFL keeps getting like these rappers / R&B singers. Like, I mean, I get it. We like the vibe or whatever, but I'd rather hear like an old school
Reba.
You know, an old school country artist, a newer country artist. I mean,
we haven't had a real country artist on the halftime show. It's been a while.
1993,
but even 50 Cent. Yes. 50 Cent suggesting that the NFL should dump Jay-Z's Super Bowl halftime performance.
Well, in this culture, when they are fast to dump whoever it is that they are trying to cancel, they look like hypocrites if they don't.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And in this case, silence is golden for the NFL.
Oh,
it really is.
They're complicit in a lot of those things.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Syrian refugees in Canada. Recent survey in Canada shows that 50% of the Syrian refugees don't have jobs and are still on government assistance 5 years after entering the country. 5 years.
Imagine that.
Still no jobs and still on the government teat.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. And Mike Tyson is being sued for $1.5 million.
Whoa, what's up?
Well,
did they get their money back?
The Jake Paul fight. Yeah, the Jake Paul fight. This company that takes bets, their online betting portal, is suing Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's parent company
for throwing the fight.
Well, we knew that the fight was rigged.
They said that the fight was rigged.
Yeah,
and
we knew that.
Blake, do you buy into that?
Yeah, if you go back and watch it, There are several times where Mike goes to throw a punch because Jake Paul's hand has dropped and he doesn't, and then he bites that glove. There are several times like that where that happens. It's like there is no way Mike Tyson, if he's boxing, doesn't hit that open shot.
Right.
Well, and here's the other thing. How many times did you, back in the day, see Mike Tyson bite a glove?
Never.
I mean, I saw him bite an ear, but I never saw him bite a glove.
Right.
Plus,
that was his frustration. And he's sitting there going, man, if this was real, I would knock this sucker
most
out.
Definitely.
Knock this fool out.
Plus, he wasn't going to knock nobody out with those pillow gloves.
He still would have.
No, Tom, have you ever boxed?
No, he had.
I boxed with some of those big old gloves, yes.
When did you box?
Oh, years ago.
Mm-hmm. With a plate in your head. Your mom said, hey, it's a good idea to get out there and box.
Well, that's when I was an adult already. I mean, that thing's already, meat's over that plate already.
You forgot that story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just make it up as we go. My old man, when brothers would get into a argument, my old man would put those 12-ounce gloves on you, and you would box.
Did it hurt?
And yeah, I mean, you can feel it, but the problem is 12-ounce gloves, holding those gloves up.
Yep, they're heavy.
After about 3 minutes, you're dead.
Well, and that's the reason why they wanted those gloves.
Yeah.
But
you can feel it. You can feel a punch.
And it's Mike Tyson. Even though he's 58, he still throws a punch.
Yeah. Tom, here's the deal. Did you pillow fight back in the day with your brothers?
Yeah, with the pillows, yes.
So I guarantee you I could probably knock you off your feet with a pillow.
Better be a big one.
No.
Better be a big
No.
one.
No.
Well,
All
maybe.
you got to do is swing.
Yep.
I think I can knock you out. I might come back to the States and try that.
Well, I would put a couple of cans of food if I was going to hit you with that. And that pillow.
Yeah, well, that's bars and bars of soap.
He's out, ladies and gentlemen.
New Mexico, man. I mean, have you seen the price of a couple cans of food? Come on. New Mexico man accused of shooting his stepmother at a packed auditorium asked the judge to spend Christmas Eve with his family. I remember this story. Tom, you probably remember this story. He shot his stepmother at a graduation ceremonies.
Yep.
You know, everybody's there to applaud the great effort put forth by whoever the person graduating. And Christian Barcomo actually shot his stepmom, and now he's already on house arrest. He's not even in jail.
Hello, New Mexico.
This guy's in charge because he also brought a gun on a school campus.
Well, yeah, that's where he shot her.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That should be another offense. But he's already at his grandmother's house, and that's where he's under house arrest. But he wants to go to his great-grandmother's house to celebrate.
Is that where his stepmom is going to be?
The judge, thank God, the judge denied the request, saying, no, he's a danger to society.
You think?
Well, if he's a danger to society, shouldn't he be locked up?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm not talking about at his grandmother's house. And you know what's crazy? Poor Wella has to put up with this BS.
Well, and does he want to go to the great grandmother's because that's where the stepmom is going to be?
Who knows?
Did she die? Did she die?
I think she did.
No, she did not die.
Didn't die.
Yeah, but he did his best. We're going to talk about New Mexico. Lawmakers discussing demographic changes in our workforce in New Mexico. We'll talk about that. And a man dressed as Batman arrested for drunk driving. We'll get to that story. Morning show this morning being brought to you by At Make a Mirror. Tom, you mentioned Reba performing at the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Do you know she's got the At Make a Mirror?
Yes, she does.
Reba does. And She said it's so great that everybody ought to have one. Yeah, look, if you don't know about the Outlast Makeup Mirror, let me take a minute just to fill you in. It has 3 different mirrors, times 1, times 5, times 10 magnification with LED lights. It travels easy, weighs less than 4 pounds, comes in a traveling case. And guys, you can use it too to trim your beard and goatee. Yeah, it's a grooming tool. 575-631-3189. That's the number to Rebecca Long. She is the local inventor, and she's from Lee County, New Mexico. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Well, and
go to the website.
I got something else with this too. You need to go to the website,
What?
like you're getting ready to say, to order yours for the Christmas presents for the folks in your life that don't have one. However, Rebecca texted me this morning and said that she would like to give away one on tomorrow's morning show.
Ooh.
Wow.
So we need to come up with a way
that
of what we're
away.
going to do, and we're going to give it away tomorrow.
All right, we'll do that tomorrow morning. But go to outlastmakeupmirror.com. Make sure and use the keyword W105, and you can save additional savings when you use that keyword.
And it's a lot.
Follow them
It's
on
a
Facebook
good
and Instagram.
savings.
Yeah, and check them out. And we'll be giving away at Outlast Makeup Mirror tomorrow. But go to the website today. We got to take a break. But first, Tom, text line 877-396-W105.
All right. This is Hey Monica. Looks like
right.
Blake and B get jealous when you want to do something nice for Tommy. That's from Liberal Kevin
No.
and Blake Hader this morning.
When somebody wants to do something nice for Tom.
Yeah.
She wants to get him deodorant.
Oh, like picking up his phone? Is that where this is going?
No, she wants to get him deodorant. And we said, and he said just the cheapest one.
I
I think that's more of a present to herself.
And I would rather have George Strait for the Super Bowl
There
than
you
anybody
go.
else, says the
Me too.
text.
Me too. Give us some George in the middle of some football. I want some metal on the Super Bowl halftime show, like
Amen.
Slayer or Gojira. Am I saying that right?
Gotta go.
Gojira?
Gorona?
Gojira? Gojira? I don't know how it's
Gojira?
pronounced. Gojira. The band that played at the Olympics.
Gonorrhea? Is that the one?
No, Tom. We're not
Gojira.
talking about what you've had before.
Gonorrhea?
That's what
That's
he
what it
said.
looks like.
Is that the name of a band?
No.
And
Well,
Jason,
it probably is, but it's not the name of that band.
Jason from the Patch said, "What's up with
It's a
Jose?
drippy
Haven't heard
band.
any more of his drunk wisdom lately." LOL. Jose or Frank?
Yeah.
Are they talking about
No,
Frank?
no,
No,
we're talking
no.
about Jose, the guy that called.
The caller that leaves messages for Will.
Oh, that was his name.
Oh, that guy.
Okay. And Tom's still going to eat the couple cans of food. Make no mistake about that.
And Mad Dog this morning. Tom A would be a great punching bag. Yeah, well, I've gotten used to it over the years. So, what else is new, Mad Dog?
How many times has Tom dropped the soap?
2 today. Well, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put my phone inside the hole of this tape thing because I don't have a holder on my phone.
You're trying to put it in the hole. Okay.
I don't want to hear about that.
These
It has to
videos
do
are
with his
that
phone. Imagine that, Kevin.
I don't have a stand.
I don't want to hear about that.
So I got to put it in a hole of the tape deal.
I don't want to hear about that.
Deborah said, "You ever look at those lamps?" Referring to the leg lamps. They are super expensive.
Yes,
They are, Deborah. And Tom uses kitty litter as deodorant. Dr. Squatch, when we were talking about armpits.
Dr. Squatch makes stuff for guys. This is the way they market it. It's so deodorant, soap, stuff like that.
And John and Coyote is asking Tom, are they having Christmas lights on the river this year in Carlsbad? If so, how can we get tickets?
I'll find that out.
Didn't that start a couple weeks ago?
He's never going to find out. How many times does he say he's going to find out? And he never finds out. Just go to Christmas on the Pecos.
Yeah.
Christmas on the, just look up Christmas on the Pecos, and there's a link to buy tickets right there. All right, 8:53. We got to take a break. Morning show being brought to you by La Tienda Thriftway. Super savings going on right now as the Christmas countdown begins. Spiral ham. This is the good spiral ham. Harmel, cured spiral ham, $1.97 a pound. Get boneless beef arm roast, $3.99 a pound. Also get shank portion ham, 99 cents a pound. T-bone steak, $6.99 a pound. From the produce department, navel oranges, $1.99 for a 3-pound bag. Also blueberries and blackberries, 2 packs for $4. Bananas, 2 pounds for $1. Also from the deli department, get lemon peppered turkey, sliced turkey for $6.99 a pound. Also chopped ham for $3.49 a pound, and Black Forest ham for $5.49 a pound. Don't forget, they also have refreshments where you can find all your refreshments right now, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Big Red, other flavors. Get 2 12-packs for $11 right now. It's all going on at La Tienda. Don't forget, they can make, they have all your homemade tortillas, your corn tortillas, your chips. They've got that in-house sushi, and they can make your wedding cake or your next birthday cake, all from their bakery where they make everything from scratch. Coming right back, 8:54, we're B and the Breakfast Club, W105, KWMW, Malchamore, 105.1 FM.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. The state of New Mexico is slapping a Texas-based company with a record fine for what officials said are a harmful amount of emissions. The New Mexico Environment Department is fining Targa Northern Delaware, a Texas-based natural gas firm, nearly $48 million for what they said is a harmful amount of emissions at its Red Hills gas processing plant near Jal. In addition to the nearly $48 million fine, the company is also ordered to stop its excessive emissions and to take steps to prevent it from happening again. The state also ordered Targa to complete improvement projects at the plant, which could cost $140 million. This was the latest in a string of 5 other penalties that NMED has against other companies in the oil and gas industry. Roswell Police Department's Criminal Investigations Division is warning business owners and managers about a scam to defraud businesses. The scam involves a large dollar amount purchase of goods or equipment by someone who is typically out of state. The scammer will make the purchase with 1 or more stolen debit or credit cards, but the transactions won't get flagged until days or sometimes weeks later. The scammer will hire a trucking company, which also becomes a victim to the scammer's fraud, to pick up the goods and equipment. The fraudulently purchased goods and equipment will often change hands multiple times by the scammer's use of multiple trucking companies. These types of crimes have been reported to the RPD by 2 different Roswell businesses in the last 2 weeks. Eddy County oil and gas collections for October were $7.8 million, Finance Director Roberta Gonzalez reported during the county commissioners meeting last week. And oil and gas tax collections could increase in Eddy County between now and the end of the 24-25 fiscal year on June 30th. The county has budgeted $5 million per month in revenue from oil and gas, except for December when $14 million is budgeted. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
This Christmas, step into the magic of the season at Carlsbad Floral and Gifts, located at 908 West Pierce Street in Carlsbad. Discover our exquisite selection of ornaments, garlands, wreaths, cozy Christmas pajamas, candles, stocking stuffers, and so many more treasures to make your holidays unforgettable. When you shop locally with us, you're not just finding the perfect gifts, you're supporting our Carlsbad families and community. Merry Christmas from all of us at Carlsbad Floral and Gifts to you and yours. Stop by today at 908 West Pierce Street in Carlsbad.
Attention business owners, grow your revenue and increase your profits. The Small Business Development Center will show you how. Attend this free seminar on Wednesday, December 18th. Learn marketing, management, business plan development, tax planning, and more. Even if you're thinking about starting a business, you need to register now at 624-7131 or online at nmsbdc.org. Wednesday, December 18th, 8 a.m. at ENMUR's ITC building. Presented by the Roswell Hispano Chamber and paid for in part by the City of Roswell Lodgers Tax.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We got to get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
I'm heading out to catch a game with my friends. I don't want to die.
It's girls' night out. I don't want to die.
We're going to my son's house for dinner. I don't want to die.
Too many innocent victims die because of drunk driving. The senseless loss of life must stop. It's up to you to end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
There's outstanding bargains this week at Bob's Ridgeway. Peyton and John Morrell smoked bacon, $1.99 a pack. Boneless skinless chicken breast, $2.49 a pound. And boneless beef sirloin steak, $3.99 a pound. In produce, snack oranges, $8 for $1. Hass avocados, $3 for $1. And big savings on all your Craven products. And win a trip to go to Nashville for New Year's Eve. Brought to you by Nashville Music City and Craven. Just scan the QR code in the sales flyer. There's outstanding bargains all week long at Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
Now back to a good, wholesome, politically correct. Oops, sorry. Wrong show.
Attention, this is your announcer. You're waking up to be in the Breakfast Club. You want to be part of the show? Call 877-396-W105.
I can assure you he is truly a very sick boy.
All right, straight up 9 o'clock, KWMW Baltimore, 105.1 FM. We are B and the Breakfast Club Morning Show this morning being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction. Trusted name across Southeast New Mexico. They've got you covered with siding. They can take care of your roof, windows, seamless gutters, metal buildings. They construct metal buildings, the industrial and commercial type metal buildings. They've got you covered with that. And don't forget, Seminole Siding is a trusted name across Southeast New Mexico. They get out there, get the job done, and done right the first time. 575-391-1430. Go to the website, Seminole Siding and Construction.com. Tom, do you think New Mexico, the demographic is changing in New Mexico?
I think so.
Like how?
I think there's more older people.
Older people? Yeah, and what do you think the reason for that is?
They like to come to New Mexico.
Mm-mm.
Oh, they like coming to New Mexico.
It's because the young ones are leaving.
Younger people. Younger people are just moving out of the state.
Yep.
Well,
So
I
New-
think that it's opposite because you've got your older people who are not on board with the. When I think of the change that has come to New Mexico, I think of all of the marijuana that has brought all of the people who are here to consume, who are here to grow, who are here to make money off of it.
I don't think it's brought that many.
And the older people,
I don't
because
either.
it's legal. But I think the older people are like, I'm out. I'm moving to Texas.
Well, man, if you're moving to New Mexico,
what are you moving
because
here
you like consuming weed. So let me ask you this much. Do you think that people in Texas are not, if somebody wants to consume weed, do you think that there's no availability of weed in Texas?
I think that there's plenty of availability of weed anywhere, but the fact that you can grow it and consume it
Legal.
and not get in trouble, like you can do it legally. Hey, I'll move to New Mexico where it's legal.
I think you had a few, but I don't think it's as many as you think.
I don't think it.
And as far as older people goes, New Mexico is not a retirement-friendly state.
Correct.
Now,
it's not.
let me ask you this much.
I'm retired here.
Do you think older people are consuming weed?
No, I
Yes.
think. Well, I mean, there are some.
I'm just saying, you're sadly mistaken. if you go to the dispensaries,
the number one age group.
Are you
want
serious?
you
Is it
just
really?
go to the dispensaries
Wow.
and check out the people that are going to the dispensaries.
Well, I go to lunch with all these people. They're not stoned at the senior center.
Let me ask you another question, Monica, because I'm 66 years old. Do you think I smoke weed?
I'm going to say you probably partake every now and then. I don't think that you're
I mean-
addicted or you. I think because of like your pain or whatever that you experience.
I have done a fair share of weed. No, unfortunately, in in the Philippines,
It's illegal.
weed is considered at the same rate as methamphetamine.
Ooh, watch out.
Yeah. So, but it does help for pain, and that's why marijuana is being consumed by old people in their 60s. And I used to go to these dispensaries and look at the people in there. I'm going, damn.
Yeah.
And
No,
Tom,
you're
if
right.
you go to lunch with these people, you would be surprised at the number of those folks who are smoking
And
marijuana.
as conservative as this show is, when we did the polls
Right.
back in the day, and Tom is about as anti marijuana as they go. Tom, give the results of the polls every time we did them.
Oh, they were almost like 6-1 in
Of
favor.
people that were in favor of it.
Yeah.
Well, because
Now-
I think this is an issue that actually crosses political lines. I don't think that it is a conservative or a liberal issue, even
No,
though
I
they've
agree.
tried to frame it that way.
So I'm going to be completely honest. The way that I see marijuana, it's not in a negative way. I mean, if you are addicted to marijuana for whatever reason, maybe it's medically, maybe it's, you've just done,
I would
you've gotten
argue
high your
about-
whole entire life.
I would
That's
argue
fine.
about the addiction.
My
Yeah,
thing
because
is,
here's the deal.
mentally, I'm responsible for the things and the whatever words that I say.
Right.
And in the Bible, it does say that anything that kind of does or alters your mind
Throws you off.
is considered demonic. And so when people get high, I feel like they're not so much not themselves. I mean, but we all know that something happens. A lot of people get, whether it's stupid funny or stupid crazy or they pass out. Like, I'd be the one to get high now and freaking go paralyzed or something, not be able to move.
But let me ask you this much. Did Jesus turn water into wine?
He did, and that's a very arguable thing in the Bible. But I'm just saying, like, anything that's, it's considered like porneia, which is like,
Well, if you
it's
take
wicked.
if you
It's
take anything to extreme,
demonic.
however, like the wine instance,
Correct.
it's not.
Correct.
You don't take it to extreme,
Right.
right? And
Well,
so
yeah, let me
I
just-
think
let me
there's a
touch
lot of
on-
people like Kevin was talking
Right.
about the pain. There's a lot of medical benefits.
Sure. That's the arguable
And
thing. A
let
lot of
me-
people
let me
are like,
let me touch on addiction, because I've talked about this, so I'm never shy away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I was addicted to pain pills, and so I know what addiction is. When I come to the Philippines and leave New Mexico, I'm never jonesing for marijuana. It's never happened.
Right.
So there is no addiction component for me personally, for marijuana.
Well, and they've
Now-
done those studies, and the number of people who are actually addicted to marijuana is so incredibly low
Mhm.
that it almost doesn't register.
So okay, so maybe it's addiction isn't the right word. So addiction can be used maybe for like alcohol or tobacco or
Sure.
things like that.
Well, I mean, look, people are addicted to social media.
Correct.
People
you
are
are
addicted to
absolutely
their
right.
smartphones.
Yes.
I mean, there are
addicted to
people that are
tea.
addicted to food. I'm not talking about you, Tom. I just mentioned food. So, I mean, I'm not talking about you directly, but they're
Sugar is highly addictive.
Yes. I mean, there's so much stuff out there that is addictive, but the demographic is changing because young folks are leaving this state. They get an education and they're moving out of the state. And so this is going to be a problem when we look at, 20 years down the line, that we're going to have a older older population.
Smoking weed, high as heck.
Well, they'll move back to take care of their parents.
Look, most young people are leaving for financial opportunity.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist in the state, in large part. Now, it does exist everywhere, right? But there are way more financial opportunities outside of this state than there are in the state.
If you don't want to work in the oil field.
Right.
Now, if you want to leave and work in the medical field, then yeah, you've got to get the heck out of here.
Here's the key. Here's the key. The University of North Carolina professor, James Johnson, looking at this in New Mexico, said promoting immigration could be the solution to the state's woes.
No.
He said that could fix it. That could fix the problem. Man dressed as Batman.
Politically.
Yeah. Man dressed as Batman arrested for drunk driving and fleeing the police in England. I'm glad stuff like this happens in other places besides Florida. 25-year-old Louis Bonrage, driving his Batman car in the Batman uniform, was arrested.
I'm Batman.
By the way, he was found guilty of driving under the influence, and the result of he got his license suspended for 12 months and a $564 fine. Next time, call Robin to be your designated driver. Just throwing it out there.
Well, you know who's a big Batmobile fan, right, B?
Who's that, Tom?
Your boy Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I saw that he bought like a $400,000 Batman car,
and then beat the Cowboys.
Yeah. I wasn't going to mention, we got Cowboy fans out there. You know what, I will say this much. Who's their star defensive player?
It's
for the Cowboys.
Oh boy, what's his name?
Micah
Parsons.
Parsons. That guy has passion. I love players that have passion.
Yep.
I mean, he's getting paid just a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, he's going to get paid no matter if they win or lose. But that dude wants to win.
Well, yeah,
I'll take 10 of him.
Yeah.
He plays on America's team. He wants to win.
Speaking of smoking weed, hi, Russ.
Hi.
Right in time, boy.
For some reason, I knew that subject was going to come up when I walked in the room. What the hell?
The station pothead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm late for the show. I was
Come
in
on
the
in.
parking lot. Well, anyway.
Smoking.
Lighting up a doobie.
I was going to tell you, obviously, you've never partaken. I can tell.
No, I have partaken. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. I get it. It's a great feeling. But now, I don't know that I could handle it.
Well,
I'd probably go paralyzed. I'd not
everybody
be able to move.
is kind of confused about the effects. Of course, if you've only done it once or twice or here and there, if you smoke a cigarette the first time, it's going to turn you green and make you sick.
Yeah.
So
and will spin your head.
Right. It takes a little bit.
Doesn't nicotine have a high effect that you feel?
Yes. Oh,
kinda
nicotine, a cigarette is much stronger than marijuana. After you have become accustomed to it, for all those people that's going to the dispensary and stuff and use it regularly, the effect is different. You know, when you drink one beer and you first get that little buzz, you just get a buzz, that's getting really high. And you can't get any higher than that. Doesn't matter if you smoke the bathtub full.
Right.
No,
So,
he's trying.
Russ, am I lying about the old people? The old people at the dispensary.
Oh, all my friends are always at the dispensary.
That's funny. And no judgment. Like, honestly, like some of my very best good friends partake.
Oh, we lost Kevin.
And older ones
Oh my
too.
goodness.
He'll come back.
He'll come back. But no, and I get it. Like, I'm just saying, like, for me, like, mentally, I don't know that I'd be able to, like, function now. Like, I have so many things
Well,
going
people, you know, I'm sorry when you've done it decades.
You do it.
It's, you know,
It's part of you.
and there's no effect. Now, I would say if you're driving, you have to take certain precautions and maybe lay off, because it's not going to make you weave around and drive crazy, but you will stop at stop signs and wait for them to turn green.
Well, and it does impair your driving. You know, I mean, it does.
There you go.
It's an impairment.
So,
but
don't do that.
But I would rather drive with people who have been smoking than drinking.
Been drinking. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I
Alcohol
would
is
rather
much
drive with
stronger.
somebody that is than Tom driving.
What? I don't
Absolutely.
drink and
You'd
I
rather
don't
have
do
a
marijuana.
person high and drunk driving you than Tom sober driving you.
Yes.
I drive sober.
Let's see. He just said, I don't drink and I don't smoke. I don't do drugs, but you still hit stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to say I've never hit a stationary trash can, not once. So
That could be the never have I ever.
that's true.
Throwing it out there, Tom.
We
All
do
right,
need
we got
to
to
take
take a break. We're coming back. We got good news of the day on the way. Our number 877-396-W105. Hurry up with the text, Tom.
Well, let me get back to the window here a second.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
No.
What?
I bet Monica knew
job.
how to hold the gravity bong, which listen. I could roll blunts. I can do everything. I'm just saying now, like I don't know that I have.
Tell us about the blunts.
I was
No, I'm
like,
kidding.
so I was taught in a car to roll blunts, and I was the go-to all the time. Blake, you could have Russ check out the one girl from OnlyFans and give us all a report on
Oh, that's right. We were
Friday.
talking about a girl that made like $4 million on OnlyFans. Who says
I've seen that, and in the
No,
interview, the
she
lady
made
like
$40 million on OnlyFans.
Well, when I read she'd made $4 million in 1 week, and they were interviewing her, and they thought she was just lying. And she reached and handed the interviewer her phone and guided her through hitting her bank account and how to log into it and everything. And the interviewer just looked at the number, and you see him go,
Wow.
And this is the same girl that says she's a virgin.
Correct, and
right?
a devout Christian.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how devout you are.
You're gonna have to go check her out, Russ.
In the beginning, God created in everything, and it was good. I believe anything you do more than for God is what is wrong. Well, maybe. And then another person said, "Don't try to change the Bible to fit your life." I don't know what you're referring to. And what hit Tom in the face? Addiction.
Addicted to what?
I like how she changed it to be okay. That's awesome.
All right, Tom, one more.
All right, so
go ahead.
People were asking about the Pecos on the river.
Just read the text.
And just go on the PecosOnTheRiver.com. You'll find admission prices. You'll find dates and times.
Did I say that already?
Well, no.
It's
You got to reserve your time.
Russ, you went to it.
Right. It's River on the Christmas on the Pecos.
.com, yes.
Christmas on the Pecos.
Like
it's
$20.
wonderful. I took the route off. This year there's more lights than there was, and there's one special house that has a coordinated light and music show, and it was a very enjoyable trip. Dress warm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's always freezing.
They ain't got no heaters on them boats. So.
Ain't got no haters.
So there you go.
No heated seats.
So I did get information on it.
Tom with you. Take Tom with you.
Oh,
he'll
heat
heat the
it up.
seat up before you get on.
And Jody Jackson is chiming in and saying, "God made weed, man made alcohol. Who do you trust?"
Amen. Let's take a break.
All right, we got to take a break. We're coming right back. Be in the Breakfast Club, 9:17. Good is up next. Let's take the break.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. A suspect in United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's death in New York City, Luigi Mangione, is charged with murder now, hours after his arrest at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
When they asked if he had been to New York recently, Mangione apparently became quiet and started to shake. Mangione then gave police a fake ID, the same New Jersey fake ID used by Brian Thompson's shooter to check into a hostel in Manhattan.
Fox's Brian Yennis. Israel's prime minister takes the stand at his corruption trial.
Benjamin Netanyahu stood defiant in the witness box as he began days of questioning over alleged bribery, fraud and breach of trust. The Israeli leader claimed he's being attacked for his political positions. He told the 3-judge court that he'd been waiting 8 years to tell the truth.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. The trial combines 3 cases. The investigation started in 2016. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey drivers, is your car's interior in need of a refresh? Mighty Wash has you covered with our complete interior clean for only $45. This isn't just any clean, it includes a wonder wash to get your car sparkling inside and out. And here's the deal just for our Mighty Wash members. Get it all for just $30. That's over 30% off. Imagine stepping into a fresh, spotless car every day without breaking the bank. So stop by Mighty Wash today, where we make keeping your car fresh and clean easy, fast, and affordable. Visit your local Mighty Wash to get started. That's Mighty Wash, keeping your car ready for the road ahead.
There's been talk in the news that it's hard to get credit these days. Not here. Just like always, we're making auto loans. We offer competitive rates and quick service. We make our loan decisions locally, so you don't have to wait for out-of-town approval on your loan. Make this strong move. Get your auto loan from us. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number. You're a member. Federally insured by NCUA.
Attention business owners, grow your revenue and increase your profits. The Small Business Development Center will show you how. Attend this free seminar on Wednesday, December 18th. Learn marketing, management, business plan development, tax planning, and more. Even if you're thinking about starting a business, you need to register now at 624-7131 or online at nmsbdc.org. Wednesday, December 18th, 8 a.m. at ENMUR's ITC building. Presented by the Roswell Hispano Chamber and paid for in part by the City of Roswell Lodgers Tax.
This is Rhonda Romack of Destiny Real Estate, where our business is built on dreams and imagination. Right now, the Lincoln County real estate market has more buyers than sellers. What does that mean? It means that the local market of inventory of houses and ranches is low, but we have plenty of buyers ready and willing to purchase properties. So if you've been considering putting something on the market, it's a good time to get top dollar for your investment. Telephone my team of seasoned professionals at 575-257-3000. That's Rhonda Romack of Destiny Real Estate, online at rudoso-nm.com.
Do you love animals? Join us for We Volunteer at the Hobbs Animal Adoption Center. We meet twice a month for dog walks and cat cuddles. Step up and come volunteer for our walkathon on December 14th from 9 to 2 p.m. and volunteer Wednesday on December 18th, 5 to 7 p.m. For more information, contact the City of Hobbs Community Services Department at 575-391-4178 or follow our Facebook group, We Volunteer.
You've got a train to catch at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Get your tickets for the $45,000 Cash Express drawings. Earn entries every Friday in December and join our drawings at 8 p.m. We'll select 10 winners and award them up to $5,000 cash. Don't get left behind. Climb aboard the $45,000 Cash Express drawings at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Must be 21 or older. Visit innofthemountaingods.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
Lacked Service Company of Hobbs is hiring field technicians as well as CDL drivers with hazmat endorsements. Lacked offers company paid insurance, PTO, vacation, and safety days to qualified employees. Stop by 3521 Industrial Drive in Hobbs today to submit an application, or for more information, contact Michael at 575-370-4604. That's 575-370-4604. Lacked Service Company, serving the oil and gas industry since 1969.
Awesome Graphics in Hobbs is on the hunt for a friendly, outgoing, in-store sales associate to work the front counter and help customers with orders, as well as assist in other duties, such as restocking shelves, organizing and displaying merchandise, etc. Outstanding customer service and basic computer skills are a must. Awesome Graphics offers a fantastic work environment and even better benefits, including paid holidays and paid time off, as well as 50% paid medical insurance after 90 days and 3% IRA contribution. Again, Awesome Graphics is looking for an in-store sales associate to join our awesome family. If interested, please bring your resume and job history and apply in person today at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs. No phone calls, please. Awesome Graphics is an equal opportunity employer.
We don't get fooled again.
Our team is the elite of the elite.
You're waking up to the morning morons. One does his best to make you think he's a moron. The other is not a moron. The other is a member of the Mensa Society. And why Monica? Why, she's here to calm the storm.
This storm is going to get much, much worse.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
Hello, everyone. It's Alexa. What are you looking at? Where do you think I get all the facts and information? Right here. Everything anyone needs to know. Every morning.
Good news of the day on the way. Tradio still to come. It's already 9:23. We are B and the Breakfast Club. Tokyo adopts 4-day work week to encourage women to have more children.
Really?
That's the problem. What? Yeah, well, that's the problem in Japan. Also, the problem in America. They have a very low fertility rate. And part of that is women working. So they are adopting a 4-day work week for all employees. How does that work for like police officers or morning show, radio folks?
Well, for like morning show radio folks, it wouldn't work the same because you have to have your 5-day work week. But like for police, they just alter the schedule.
Right.
Right. So just the way that the shift that you take.
Right.
Now, I guess for radio, you could have like 2 teams.
Two shifts.
Where you kind of overlap.
Yeah,
but
maybe. Liz Cheney saying that Donald Trump is ridiculous. But when Donald Trump said that floating the idea of jail time for the January 6th committee members, she said it's ridiculous. No, I think there's certain things that you guys hid from the American public. Yep. I think there's you tried to create something. It was a production. And because of that, I think you should be charged. Could we charge them with treason?
We could. You'd have to prove it, but you could. The problem is the intent.
Yeah. She said the whole thing is ridiculous. I actually think that you're ridiculous. I also think that your old man's ridiculous also. But that's just me. And by the way, your home state fired you. So congratulations on that. Yes. Congratulations. Golden Globes nominees are out. I'm not going to even go into that.
Who? Any good pictures?
No, I didn't get pictures.
No, any good pictures that they nominated?
What?
Any good pictures that they nominated?
Pictures? What are you talking about? Like a photo?
Pictures, It's a slang for movies.
Movies?
Pictures.
It's the picture show is a slang for movies from the 1920s.
Yeah.
And you keep coming up with crap. You're about as hip can come. Unbelievable.
Maybe a little bit.
All right, text
late,
line.
but,
We're going to get to the good news of the day.
All right. So this texter saying, how much does Russ donate to the OnlyFans girl? He's asking this one. Right. I have to ask him.
I don't know. We'll have to ask him to check it out and see what's going on there.
And Monica, did you read this one? Monica, do you remember where you came from? Because I know your people. Says this one.
Monica,
texter.
do you remember where you came from? I know your people. Absolutely.
What does that mean?
I don't know. In reference to maybe my past and what I used to do.
Maybe they're trying to say your whole family was toking up the mota.
Nah, my family does other things. Honestly, they don't
Oh.
do that. Yeah.
All right, one more time.
And one more texter says, I couldn't find one in Carlsbad. They were looking for the ChristmasOnThePecos.com.
Christmas on the Pecos is on the Pecos River. Go to the Chamber of Commerce site and go there.
And there you go.
Before we go, a couple tidbits about the Ivy League graduate. His family is very wealthy in Baltimore.
Yep.
This guy is an Ivy League graduate that shot the United Healthcare CEO.
So he was trying to impress a girl at the commune.
I don't know. The whole deal that he couldn't have relations but because of back problems. Let me say, my back is jacked up. And I got a lot of problems. That ain't one.
Right.
Thank God for little things in life.
He just went
So,
off. This
but-
guy just went off, man. Something
I
snapped in
don't
this
think.
dude.
I think it's taught in college about the greed. How many times during the election did we hear about the greedy corporations?
Yep.
It's taught in college. Greedy corporations, greedy. And then this guy, probably went off, but
he was primed in college. You're probably right.
I think think that's the beginning where they should investigate. All right, we got to get to good news of the day. Good news of the day this morning being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rustin Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington, 575-396-0513. Home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. Give them a call, 575-396-0513. Or stop by and see him right across the street from Bob's in Lovington. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
So a guy on a delayed flight stuck in Atlanta pulled out his saxophone to keep people entertained, and he did Jingle Bells and then the Baby Shark.
No.
For kids, and there's a video. You can go find that. You know, that song is what started the whole pandemic. So just throwing that out there. A state trooper in Illinois stopped refereeing a high school basketball game to save a woman from choking.
Wow.
He did the Heimlich maneuver and she started breathing again. She spent the night at the hospital, but she's okay. And then after that, they went back to the basketball game.
Aww.
And finally, if you go look this up, your kids will want a puppy after watching the video, and you'll probably give them one. A shelter in England shared a video of dogs reacting to being kissed.
Oh, really?
Aww.
And it is very sweet. So if you can go find it, definitely go find it. And Kevin, that is the good news of the day.
Well, God bless you guys. Hopefully I got the internet back tomorrow. This working out the phone is just not
You
really
did great
conducive.
for what you had, Kevin. Good
But
job.
it was better. It was better than what I had in the beginning. So
Yep.
Sure.
it is what it is. Tom, have a great day.
What am I going to do
Agreed.
today? What am I going to do today?
You're going to stay warm?
Hands are going to be so cold
yeah.
the
I'm
moment
I'm going to pack for
walk
my
out,
trip.
you're gonna be-
Hit on someone's grandma.
Yeah.
yeah. And then you'll have to go and have lunch at the senior center.
Well, that's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They don't have Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Hospital today.
Oh, what? They don't think seniors need to eat on Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Well, they
Okay,
They
so-
do in Hobbs, but not here in Lovington.
Really
Well,
quick
go get
before I
it.
forget. What time is it right now there, Kevin?
We are, what time? 12:30 at night.
It's midnight? Wow. Good night.
So I'm going to go see if I can wake the wife up. She's not feeling good. I'm
Aw.
sure she'll be.
Tell her I said hi.
She just got allergy issues. So, and then I got people still singing videoke at the party across the street.
I was going
I'm
to say, I saw her Facebook posted 3 hours ago. She was doing videoke.
Yeah, I'm about to shut them down in just a second. All right. Let's get updated with news. Tradio coming up next, being brought to you by Roach Air Conditioning and Heating, your choice for your next HVAC job. If you need them to take care of your heater, burr, they can handle that for you. They've got the experience to get it done. Call Enrique Rocha, 575-631-1999. Call them today. I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6:06, right here